dear Martha. It's been more than a fortnight since the last I've spoken to you, or have written to you. Our correspondence is the only thing that has kept me going all these cold nights. As the rats slowly gnaw more of my foot off, I can't help but think about the way you used to speak with the butcher. If I wasn't so sure he was bedding you at this moment, I would hold out hope that there was more for me. But alas, I have decided to allow the rats to feast on the entirety of my body. Yours truly, P.S. You're a bitch.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Palaver Project. I'm Mike Rivera. I'm here with Moses Alcacis,
Hello.
Oscar Sandoval,
Hey,
and Thomas Rodriguez.
What am I doing here again?
he's back. Lassoed him.
For better or worse?
He actually never left. He's been in that seat since
You invited this guy.
chained.
He's chained to the bed. Moses keeps him fed.
Wow.
What the hell's a meter?
Guys, how are ya? How's everything going? How was your weekend?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, pretty good.
Not too bad.
No, nothing to complain about.
Well, no. I was hungover all day Sunday, but who wants to know about that?
That's every Sunday for you.
Every other Sunday, all right? Last Sunday
Every
was pretty
other
good.
Sunday.
For those palaverers who are local, you can always find Oscar.
This guy's still with his hangovers. Aren't you a little old for that?
Dude. No, apparently my body says no. No, I'm not.
You can find him crooning over at the ye old sod, right?
Yes, if you guys want to catch
Hey,
and
no free
actually
plugs
stop by
here.
and sing.
No free plugs. Are they paying you?
Oh, they
Yeah,
pay
you
for
should-
some
Forget the
that's
name of the
right.
bar you just heard.
playtime. They give you some time on the karaoke for karaoke.
Maybe a free beer.
Yeah, there you
everybody,
go.
You know?
If anyone's
Well,
going to
Amy-
sponsor us, it's going to be that Korean t-shirt company.
Which one?
The North Korean one.
They're in the market, folks. If you guys you want to buy property over there, it's available now. Go through our website.
That's right. We are live on the internet. We have a brand new website. It's thepalaverproject.com.
Yes.
There you'll find links to all our episodes, host bios, blog entries, and a media gallery. We just uploaded a video that we did, a quick minute video.
Yeah, good commercial.
Yeah.
You want to waste your time watching it, take
And
time.
a link to the North Korean State Department so you can defect.
I wish to defect. And if you want to catch my blog, it's on xnxx.com. Under Lusty Moses.
That sounds like a wholesome site.
And Randy Oscar.
Randy Oscar.
Not affiliated with the Palaver Project.
No.
We also have finished setting up the YouTube channel, so you can look for episodes of the podcast on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you
wanna-
said you were going to upload videos and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mom?
We're doing that
we
too.
We are doing that. But right now they
Videos of what? What do you guys have to take videos of?
of this.
Of everything.
Our facial expressions. You right now.
I didn't sign a waiver for this. Delete this.
Oh,
tape.
he's
We'll just
right.
blur it. We're just going to blur his
Yeah,
face.
well, and change your voice to that.
Yeah, give me that deep anonymous voice.
We're going to put like a little thumbnail of George Clooney over you.
No, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. There you go.
For
You can be Hugh
posterity's
Jackman.
sake, Thomas did nod. You'll see it on the video.
Yeah, it was a verbal contract.
Verbal contract.
We'll speak to our hand lawyers right now after the show.
Guys, I want to say thank you for everybody who participated in that X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer poll.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So
Definitely.
And it looks like the yes is edged out.
that's funny.
The nose there.
Man,
there
what was that poll about?
There was a right
What
answer.
poll? I was not aware of this.
There was.
I didn't vote.
Well, let's see. We
Just
had
like
about
a true American.
yeah.
Yeah,
If
you're
you
part
were
of the problem.
The Dark Phoenix trailer came out a couple of days after the podcast.
I guess this is a good time to append our former podcast. What did you guys all think of that? I saw the trailer. I'm just curious what you guys thought before I start.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I think. Well, I don't know. Did you see
Yeah,
the trailer?
I saw
Yeah. Yeah, we saw the trailer.
That was
Yeah.
interesting.
She looks all right, I guess. I'm just so used to her being in Game of Thrones that it's just kind of throwing me off seeing her as something else.
A couple of things. What's up with the de-evolution of like Mystique's makeup? Right?
She
It costs too much money. They don't want to wear
Yeah,
it.
she doesn't want to be in the chair that long. She probably just doesn't want to go through it.
You know how many hours they have to sit
Which is
through?
weird because I thought they already scaled it back for the Apocalypse movie, right?
They-
and
they
now it's
didn't-
like even less.
Yeah.
So is she going to get killed or what?
I hope so.
It looks like
Like she's about ready to be
Phoenix
rid of.
like killed her.
I hope they
Yeah.
blow her up like they blew up Professor X in Last Stand.
No,
The exact
no.
same.
And she has
exact
that
same
look.
thing.
That
The
wasn't
look, the same
wasn't
look.
it. Magneto is getting that treatment, right?
Exact same thing.
He
I hope she goes bald.
was
and
in the
then
trailer
they
a
blow her
lot,
up.
though. I don't know. Was he just going to get his head crushed inside the...
No, they're not
Sorry,
going to kill
Helen.
Magneto. You're
No,
insane.
come on.
You're crazy.
This is crazy.
It felt very Last Stand-ish.
It's too much to say for a
I
trailer.
don't think so.
It's a trailer.
Until I see a bunch of mutants jumping 50 feet off of a bridge, I won't say that.
Why would Magneto resort to just shooting like a bunch of guns at Phoenix? He knows that's not going to work. Why
Yeah,
would he?
he's true. Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
does he know that's not going to work at that point? We don't know yet. We haven't seen the movie.
How is his powers subdued this time?
We were about to
Is it-
find out.
Shock collar? Is that what the collar is now?
All
Here we go.
speculation. We'll see the movie and then we'll, tear it apart.
Exactly.
Well,
Glass.
it's kind of
No.
cool.
We tear it apart from the trailer. We come up with the review before we see it. That's how this works.
You know, that'd be pretty cool if we actually get it spot on how it's going to go. Just by dissecting the trailer. Which you can nowadays. You can watch a movie trailer and kind of know where the movie's going to go. Most of the time. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like pretty good at
Unless 50% of the stuff you saw in the trailer isn't actually in the movie.
Oh, I
Right.
know. Why do they do that?
Yeah, extended editions,
Because they're not
man.
done editing it yet.
No.
That's such a bummer. There's been so many scenes that I liked and they never showed up in the movie.
It's almost like you shouldn't base all your hopes on the trailer.
You're right.
And
Exactly.
wait for the movie to come out.
So we can't do this whole before. Well, I can, but you guys can't. do
You can do whatever you want to do.
When's that,
This is
movie coming out?
America.
When's that movie coming out anyway?
Oh yeah, when's the movie coming out?
I believe it's June. Yeah,
Nice.
but don't quote me on that. I'll double check and I'll.
Wait, we're the Palaver Project. We could quote you on anything.
Oh, that's right.
We're right.
God
June.
help you if you're wrong.
June
I'll hold you
2nd.
to it.
That sounds about right.
The retribution will be sweet and swift.
Well, changing gears a bit, Oscar, I want to congratulate you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not
For-
be good.
You finally opened up that wallet of yours and purchased the PS4.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, you're part of the club now.
Ah, you know.
It
Thank
only took how many
Deserves
years?
congratulations. Why does that deserve congratulations? He wasted his money on something that's going to be obsolete in like a year.
Yeah, I thank you. See, it's just it's times like these that I realize that I like to be a part of something, and I'm part of you guys now. Yes, it's only for a year, but who cares?
I'm unfriending you.
If you only did it a little earlier, you would have had like all this back catalog of like free games through PS Plus.
I still have time, right?
No.
I got about a month left.
You missed a couple of good ones. I mean, just the other day, Moses downloaded For Honor.
Oh god. He was
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
For
video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
For
guys
Honor.
have time for that shit.
Yeah, well,
In between,
in between.
being a parent, being a full-time worker,
When you care, you find the time.
producing the Palaver Project, editing, chicken shit into chicken salad.
Yeah, but
I find time.
That For Honor game, right? The cool thing about it is it brings warriors from different cultures and time periods to fight against each other.
Oh,
no matter how
no
lame.
wonder this was the wait a minute, I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well,
This is an unfair advantage. You guys are all loaded with video game research.
Welcome.
All the research of that video game, you guys are just going to pass off on your own, and I'm not going to be able to tell because I haven't played the game. Fuck all you people.
Hey, I just got the PS4, so I haven't played the game either.
And you should. I mean, I thought it was a really good game. Playing all different types of ancient history, these medieval history.
Is that what it's about? It's like a battle royale kind of thing.
Yeah, it blends different cultures to fight against each other who never would have fought against each other.
that's
like
so it's
samurai
like-
versus Vikings.
It's like that. They try to do a show like that, right? On one of those like channels on like Discovery or like History Channel or something
Yeah,
like
The
that.
Greatest
right.
Warrior or something.
And it was always like pitting like two different warriors from different cultures.
The
like
Apache.
Spartan
oh,
versus,
are you talking Deadliest Warrior?
Deadly,
Probably.
yeah.
Well,
something
yeah.
like that.
You know, the problem...
and
here's
they'd have all the experts,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
So you have all these
chime
people.
in
You have all these people who are like they've dedicated their lives to whatever, either training as those people or knowing the history of those cultures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or they belong to those cultures, and you know, the problem with it though was definitely.
that every person they had was part of that culture and was super biased. On
Well,
how
no,
their
that doesn't
person
matter.
went.
The problem was they would plug everything into like this. Computer, you know,
Oh,
like
that's
this-
right, that's
or
right.
battle
Yeah.
software, you know,
That's right.
and
Using
State
our
of the
state-of-the-art battle software.
the main issue was that any of the people who had a shield included into it, the percentage of survival rate with the shield was huge for obvious reasons, right?
yeah.
But then if they had shield and armor, it was like the guy with the shield always wins,
Yeah.
which that's a computer telling you, yeah, that's how the percentages work out. But
In real life,
that isn't always how it works out.
Yeah,
Because for
that's
one,
true.
you don't know you don't know how good this person is who's fighting against the guy with the shield. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, they could have been this warrior. Somebody's better than the other. So it was all based off like statistics and percentages. So you know, you come across sometimes and be like, I don't agree with that. You know.
I like the voice though.
And they were fun to watch, right? Like you just see this
well, yeah.
cool little battle.
So
you know?
some of
And
them.
that was the most important thing. It didn't matter.
This cool fantasy scenario being played out on television, you know,
Yeah.
it was a pretty cool concept, and
It would have been cooler if they just would have put some production dollars behind it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually had like a fight as opposed to just like little snippets here and there. Of, like,
No, they had an actual fight every time. Near the end of the show, they had a well choreographed fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them were
Did
really
I just
good.
never watch an
I guess
episode
you
all the way
never got to
through?
the end. Yeah.
Wait, so because they showed clips of the fight, but it was never.
No,
a
but at
full-on-
the end they did a full fight.
full
It was about
thing.
like 2 minutes. The winner would be whoever won in the statistics of the from their quote unquote software. You know,
Oh,
it's
that's
total
pretty cool.
bullshit, right? So whoever won in the software, they're like, this is the winner. But what they would do too is that in the scenarios in which the other person won, they showed
Okay.
pretty much how it got done. So you'd see how, you know, a ninja defeated a Spartan or how a Spartan defeated a ninja and how many times the Spartan won versus how many times a ninja won.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. They did like.
Was there
a bunch of
ever
those,
like
right.
any underhanded like techniques to win?
Yeah, there was. There was a few ones that were just like, ooh, 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 ooh. You could see how it works, you know? Like some guy uses these little chopstick pikes that are steel and just plugs it into the guy's eyes in between his mask, you know? Because they got too close to each other.
Yeah.
He basically hung onto the shield, right? Got in, stabbed the guy in the eyes.
I mean, realistic, right?
No, it is, because
right.
think of a shield, man. A shield is a wall in between two people.
I wasn't being sarcastic when I said
Yeah,
that.
and the walls,
You sounded sarcastic.
you
You
can
sounded
get
sarcastic.
you can get in, right?
Hey, when
There's
it
always a
comes
way.
down to a fight, you know, it's going to get scrappy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fighting for survival, you know.
Exactly.
you know the thing about those shows, you know, they're doing like warriors of particular eras, but I'm coming from like a video game background. I really like the idea.
So
of,
worthless background.
yeah, kind of, yeah, but it's
got merit.
but with imagination, and with that imagination,
Right,
it's
yeah.
about. I like the idea of customizing. You know, picking
Oh, yeah.
and choosing pieces from a particular eras, and putting them all together to create like a, you know, like a super warrior, like the.
Wait, is this in the game? Can you do this?
Well, yeah, no, actually, that's one of the downers about For Honor, that you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't be like, if you were the samurai, you are stuck with a Nadachi, right? The two-handed giant katana
Yeah.
kind of deal. You could do decals, all this kind of stuff. But what they would have is for each faction, they had like 4 to 5 different types of warriors that you could choose from. So whatever was your, basically, you like the look, you like the weapons, you like the moveset, that's who you would pick, and you'd edit them over time to make them look different too.
Right. Right, and there's other games where customization's gone deeper and stuff, where where you can customize. It's more in those fighting games. Like Soul Calibur, where you can customize total build and just use different like eras of armor and just incorporate into your one custom character. So but also that's kind of more like fantasy realm.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we were to constrain ourselves into actual historical weaponry and armor.
Nice.
What would we come up with?
Well, Michael,
We would come up.
I'm glad you asked.
Let me flip
We'd
through
come
my
up with
book here.
I believe, a tabletop version of For Honor.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this is
More like you're rolling for your, your techniques and stats.
This is
Sounds
exactly
like you
what
want
we're
a
doing here.
D&D game.
We should do a D&D game
Oh, that's going to be
with
awesome.
these characters.
Oh man,
And so we're establishing the characters right now.
A lot of one-dimensional characters coming out.
I am Moses, the Unforgiven.
Okay. But we got to keep this history, right? We're not going to use... what would be the rules?
there are no rules. This
Well,
is a blood
everything's grounded in
Reality.
as far as it goes.
Yeah, there's no dragons.
You have to pick things that existed, or exist. Guns are out of the question. Any gunpowder type stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keep it-
totally. No guns.
Keep away from the modern age.
Yes.
Guns killed the samurais.
Yeah,
Giving a farmer the power to defeat a noble.
we saw that with Tom Cruise.
Garbage.
Damn you, Tom Cruise!
Oh my God, the last white samurai. But yeah, that's
Wait,
definitely.
hold on. Before we shit on Last Samurai,
I thought it was a great movie.
I just want to say
Tom Cruise is amazing.
that movie's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not.
No,
that
it's
bad.
not that bad. It's just living in the era we do now.
It's just a little offensive.
Yeah, there's gonna be. Oh, come on! Seriously, a white guy's their savior?
I mean, he didn't really save him.
What if it was?
Yeah, but he was like the guy who got the award at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thanks for everything
I
your
know.
people have done.
I know by the king. By the
Thanks for everything your samurais
You're
have
amazing.
done. Good
There's
job.
nobody else in
Yeah,
Japan who can
yeah.
be better than him.
Yeah, you fought real hard.
Tell me how he died.
Well, I mean, he's the only one left. What do you want him to
tell
do?
you how he died.
Yeah, I don't know. That had the same feel as when they killed the black guy first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, usually that's how it goes.
Enough of that. No more of that. Want all the white people to die first.
So let's...
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time that we make our warriors.
Yes, we're actually going to make our warriors.
Oh, hold
right
on.
now.
There's another rule too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you have armor, you don't get a shield. If you're not going to wear any armor that goes past cloth or leather, then you're going to have a shield.
Why? Why?
Because it's bullshit. We
can't
saw the
be-
statistics.
You can't be naked. You're right. You can't be naked.
You could be naked if you want.
Wait, so what are the rules? Just anything goes, and you can't have a shield and armor. You have
Right.
one or the other.
One or the
One
other.
or the other, yeah.
And you have to have 3 weapons, 1 long range.
At least one long range. And
One-
long range is just kind of I guess, a thing we can talk about for fun. Cause,
Yes, because
you know.
Usually in video games, that's what it is,
I
right?
mean, there's only one long-range weapon worth talking about.
the portable cannon.
There's a couple.
Those
I was gonna go with no, never.
Crossbows? Or is that too mechanical?
No, crossbow's
No,
fine.
crossbow's
It's a
fine.
winch. You can't reload a crossbow as fast as you could a bow.
Crossbow seems
That's
like
true.
such a bitch weapon, though.
It was a bitch weapon. It was created so that a bunch of people who were worthless could use
With
it.
no skills.
That's
No
true.
skill,
No
yeah.
skill.
Shoot.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. No skill.
The
to use.
or the beginning of the gun, where a
Yeah, pretty
paraplegic
much.
could walk in with a gun that runs off of a blow, like a straw, and hold an entire bank hostage.
All right.
All right, so you want us to want a
Okay,
couple...
look, none of this poison-tipped bullshit either.
Oh,
if anybody
come on.
says
Oh,
poison-tipped
dude, you know he's got
bullshit,
poison tip.
see,
Dude.
he would. Michael
Poison
would.
in my head
Michael
right now.
would
would be
resort
the
to that
poison
shit.
guy.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
He's like that one guy in our story.
All right. Well, I think we should take the time right now to decide our characters.
Right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back, and we'll present our characters on there. Okay?
All right, we'll be right back.
Introducing a brand new product known as cocaine. pain!
Wow! That really stings!
Wow, I don't have a headache anymore, and I have a sense of superiority.
Whenever I give that to my children, they're great!
When I wake up tired in the morning having to go to my business meeting, I just get a little bit of this cocaine, and it gets my mojo running.
I was losing my job and everything, also my hair. But then I started with cocaine, and now it's even worse.
I was a super fat, ugly woman until I was introduced to cocaine. Now I'm 90 pounds and feeling proud.
Cocaine, buy it at your nearest Disney store.
And we're back, and we are ready to.
Where did we go?
Rumble! No?
In this corner!
We have our warriors built and ready to go. So, Oscar, you go first.
Okay, don't judge me on this, alright?
Let's judge him immediately.
I judged you before I walked in.
There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of weapons. I don't know the full, how to pronounce the name.
Alright, well, hold on. I think Oscar needs a refresher on the rules as these people out.
I have to know how to... What? What are
If
the
you
rules?
can't pronounce it,
For
you
all the
can't use
listeners
it.
No, that is not fair, guys. Come on.
You do need to explain it.
Okay, no, I can't. Dude, I looked at my coloring book all night, and I came up with these things.
Wait, what are the weapons? What are the limitations on weapons?
No guns, and anything.
But I mean, how many can you have? Can you be like, I have a sword and I
3.
have an axe? and I have a...
Okay, so here it is. You have your
Melee weapon.
quote unquote primary weapon,
Yes.
right? It's like the one you're going to go with hands down, you know.
Yes.
Even if the weapon is part of a set, you can use it. So if it's like 2 hand axes, like how the Vikings used to do, you know, they get the 2 hands, you have 2 of them, that's fine. That's your primary attacking mode. A secondary weapon, which could pretty much, it's any other type of weapon that you would rely upon in battle, right? And then you have your ranged weapon. So that's basically it. Just no guns, and you're limited to 1 range weapon.
Yes.
Sounds good.
What about
That's how you
gunpowder
go.
for healing wounds, like plugging up like your cut and then setting it on
If you
fire?
want to include that in a satchel, that's fine. If you guys want to talk about what's in your satchel, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't go into that.
I-
But
I didn't go
beef
into. I mean, we're fighting to the death. We're not going to heal anything. We want to die.
Yeah,
That
let's
It
just pretend
ends
this is the Coliseum. You know?
Yeah, this is the Coliseum, and one of us is not going home.
Yeah.
3 of us.
Three
Three of us is not going home, and the other one's going to bleed on the way there. Okay, so
Go
here
for
we
it.
go. Cue music.
Don't do that.
We will not be adding that into post. Nope.
Let's just say player has been unlocked. For my first player, well, my only player, me, imagine me.
No.
All right, just imagine
Oh.
me.
You lost already.
You know what? That should have been. That actually should have been one of the parameters. It has to be you. It can be a better you.
That's true. It's a better. Well, it's
Because-
Well, I mean,
what
look
if-
at an
yeah.
Oscar that goes without saying.
No, but yeah, but imagine Oscar's
You
like,
can only
well,
go
my
up from
warrior,
here, buddy."
my warrior is 6'8" and covered head to toe with full plate mail. Like, you know, you can't do that. It's us essentially.
okay.
Oh, like
all right.
same measurements and everything.
But the version of us,
you can just be a better shape version.
Yeah.
but it's the version of us brought up in whatever discipline we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
Because that's another thing. It wasn't just weapons; it's your discipline as well.
That's true.
And
Your
discipline
fighting
being
style and
what
whatever.
culture, what nation, what type of thing you trained under.
That's true. All right. So
Well, I
my
think my guy traveled. Was a world traveler. And,
no.
One discipline.
One discipline, but the weapons can be from any culture.
That's
Yes.
true.
What if you just don't know that many?
That's why you research. We had time in those
Look,
5 minutes
you have
to
time
research.
to look up on that thing right now on your phone.
You could be saved for last.
Just make guesses. You'll be good.
All right. My character is from uses the Indian martial arts. All right. So obviously you could tell that my character is kind of Indian, from India though. You know. So
Yeah, but he's you, isn't he?
it's like an
Yeah.
Indian version of me.
Okay.
So not Mexican, Indian. So he he's from the 3rd century BC, and his martial arts is called the Kalaripayaru.
See,
Calorie
okay,
pie.
hold
That's
on.
exactly
Can I
how
just
it's
say- I
pronounced.
don't mean to interrupt you, and I won't do it that often, but I just want to say, how are we supposed to fact check you on all this stuff? Like, I've never heard of that stuff. Like,
Go to the palaverproject.com. We have all the facts right
you
there.
Definitely don't.
Well, a lot of the first martial arts came out of India like that.
Yes,
Really?
Yeah.
exactly.
So
That's why it's called the mother of all martial arts.
Yeah.
It involves
it's one of
yoga.
the cores.
Yes.
what about date checking? Does
Third century
BC check out?
I don't think
yeah,
we
that's
want it. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter as much. It's the fact they did exist in history, and we know that.
It's certainly ancient enough. I think BC.
Yeah.
Keep going, Oscar.
Third-
No.
it's
Okay,
third
first of all,
century.
2 problems here.
Okay.
You get
One,
2 interrupts.
If it's,
Yeah, this is the last one.
if it's too early,
You're a guest here.
then nothing he says can add up. If it's too late, what if they've
No,
already like?
no.
What if it's like in?
You're missing
Are
the
you missing
point.
these,
Well, what
these
if-
characters? Right. The discipline is only one thing. It's the fighting style or the training style that you have chosen for your warrior.
Hey,
The weapons can come from all over the era. This is
We're not
like
talking about weapons.
imagine a time bubble.
I'm talking about the
inside
time
of
that
the
he comes
Coliseum.
from. What if he's growing up in 3rd century? Let's say that the whole country's in war and disrest, and like
But
there's
we're not worried
structured.
about the
Wait,
war.
I
There's not
gotta-
structured teachings
Wow,
by
this-
3rd
this
century
escalated
BC.
a lot
Let's say
quicker.
that it ended in 4 BC.
Guys, I get it. Okay, this
I'm
is
just saying, don't come with those facts unless you're 100%
No, no, no.
accurate.
No, he
This
wants
is
to
not-
give an idea of where this style
Where
came
the
from.
style
That's it.
comes from.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I got it. We all, just like football, we get to throw the flag one time. Twice, I think.
You mean you get to call bullshit one time?
Yes, you get to call bullshit one time, okay?
I feel
Yes.
like Thomas can interrupt whenever he wants.
But no, we got.
Oh yeah, that'll be the entire. We just lost 5 minutes right there.
Let's go ahead and
You
give
guys
each
don't have
other
anywhere to be.
a bullshit flag. One for each player here, okay?
All right, what does that
Okay.
entail?
Did
though?
I
Yeah, what does that
Already?
mean?
That means like if he questions like okay the validity of what he picked, or if like he doesn't he's
Hold
questioning.
on. Can I?
Do you want to retract? Do you want to retract now?
I just want to. No. I think that's a good idea. Except, I think whoever calls bullshit on Oscar should have more than one.
Wait,
because
that is so
What is wrong with
unfair.
it?
so many facts out of
I
his
just
ass.
Thomas though.
Where did
is
you
actual
get this?
facts.
You got this at least on a Wikipedia or YouTube page.
Right.
No, what?
Which
no,
that constitutes. You went to the library?
no. It wasn't Wikipedia, but I got it online.
Okay.
But look, if you already called bullshit, Moses can still call bullshit while he goes down the line. I can call bullshit.
Look, I want your sources posted on the website when we conclude here today, and I'm
Oh,
gonna check
Lord.
them.
We'll call
And there better
references.
be some credible sources.
Give me the strength, Lord,
my God.
not to kill
Autobiography.
this person.
Go for it, Oscar.
You guys.
Wait, okay, hold on. Sorry, last thing.
Oh my.
No,
God.
last thing. It's just a semantics question, all right? Do I still have a bullshit flag, or did I use it already?
Nope,
You
you used it.
Yeah, you
On
used
him.
it.
No,
on
you
me.
get one for every person.
You get one for every person.
Okay, cool. That's fair.
All right.
All right, you guys don't hesitate with him.
Okay, so it's
Keep him honest.
like Caloria Payatu. That's probably what it is.
There you go. See, I pronounced it right. That was pretty close.
Well, I did my best to try too, so.
Okay.
And it's a fighting style, based like yoga and using your fingers, and it's got like animal style names and all stuff, like Kill Bill 2, that Asian dude, that had all the tiger paw and the the eagle whatever, that kind of
Beak.
stuff.
Right.
I actually saw a video, and the guys were actually
You're talking
pretty cool.
about Pai Mei?
Yes, that guy. Pai Mei. Sexy motherfucker. It's kind of like that, all right. And of course, my character. It says it says that it's 8 techniques within that style, and like each one has a mastery. And my character obviously has mastered all 8 of those techniques because it falls under that style of fighting. I don't know if you guys object to that, or maybe I have to pick one.
That's your discipline.
Yeah,
came
that's
out
my
of
just
that.
that. Okay,
That's how you were trained.
Brother, yeah.
so that's how I was trained. My melee weapon of choice is the Hanjo Masamune sword,
Oh.
which is a samurai sword, basically made from the. How do you pronounce that? Edo period.
The
From-
Edo period of Japan.
Yeah, there you go. So it was passed from
And it-
shogunate to shogunate.
Shogunite.
Shogunate. It really is with
Yeah,
the name.
shogun.
So it's shogunite, and it's it's considered the best sword created during that time, and it's actually a national treasure of Japan, 1939.
Yeah, that's right. Is it Hanzo or Hanjo?
Hanjo. That's what
I
it
believe
says.
it's. I believe. Yeah. Okay.
That's how.
So passed on to leader to leader. Shogun being the leader of.
Yeah, but did you look up why it was the best sword?
It said it was the best sword created by that guy, and it said that the Japan it was passed down, and it's considered to be Japanese the best sword ever created. That's why it was made a national treasure.
So we're talking standard two-handed katana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
So
Are those-
Whether or not it's like
Pretty
the best
much
sword,
it is or it isn't.
Is it a double edge or a single edge?
It's single edge.
Single edge.
Yeah, single edge. Yeah.
most
Those are
of
beautiful
katanas
weapons.
usually are.
Those are beautiful weapons for coming out of Japan.
It's going to be good. Sure.
Yeah.
So that's my main
Nice,
weapon,
sharp,
all right?
precise,
So not
good.
only do I have like this technique of like yoga martial arts from like, India, I have this awesome freaking katana that I could freaking use.
Did you choose to get the short sword as your
That you could freaking use.
Yeah, well, I assumed that because of the fighting styles, I wanted a sword that would allow me to be fast.
Okay.
You know, nothing holding me down. I wanted to, you know, which I will get to my armor and why I chose
It's
it.
fair. We dissect later after it's done.
Yes.
Thomas, I see his face. He's like,
How would you even know that?
we'll get to it. We'll get to
Okay,
it.
all
Go
right.
for it. Keep
Yeah,
going.
don't worry.
Okay, the secondary weapon was the how do you pronounce it? Falx? Falx?
Falx.
The Falx?
Okay, what is it?
It's kind of like that it's kind of like a spear, but like at the tip it's like this long knife that curves.
Okay, like a pole arm. A pole arm, right?
Yeah, and one side, the inside is sharp, but the outside is like not in. Supposedly, what it said is that it's capable of splitting a shield in half. That's actually why I got
Why
it.
they use
'Cause
it in
I
charging.
knew,
Yeah.
I thought to myself, one of you guys might want a shield.
What type of shield?
Yeah, it's probably
Probably a wooden
probably
shield.
is
right,
limited, yeah,
Because if it was
probably a
metal,
wooden shield.
nothing's going
No,
through
no,
it.
no.
There's been no weapon made of steel or anything that can
But
go through a metal shield.
the other reason I got it was because it said that it could have been also used to pull the shield away from the guy because you can
Just
hook
hook
it.
it.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
hook
yeah.
it and pull it away
Yeah.
at a distance because it's a two-handed weapon. So obviously, if I lose my sword, that's my secondary weapon, which is a two-handed weapon, which is why I didn't choose a shield. Because I need to hold these two things, and where am I going to put the shield anyway?
Right.
So I would use that, and you can cut any vulnerable limbs on the person because of the distance and because of the hook. So I thought to use that.
Okay.
So for my long range, it was the Mongolian, recurve bow. Yeah, that one.
Recurve bow.
Only because it's small in size.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't weigh that much.
So it's a composite bow? Is that what, Moses, do you know it? Yeah, okay. It's a composite bow, so small. Okay,
And it has better distance than the British longbow. What's it called? Yeah, right? British longbow? The English longbow. Yeah, there you go. The English longbow.
Okay.
It's because of their shape, the way they were shaped.
Yeah, it was just meant for that kind of stuff, and it had good accuracy.
Pretty
And it
cool.
said that it reached better distances depending on the person who used it in their training.
Of
Okay.
course, because it takes strength to
So,
pull the string back.
given that I'm a master of 8 different styles, I think I probably could reach the
Doesn't
max
necessarily mean
limit.
You're an archer, but
So,
Yeah, but it's Oscar body though.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? He did do the training, but how far can he actually get with it? Like he's gonna be kind of slim and tight, like for sure. He's probably only gonna weigh like max like 205, and that's if they feed him, big time. But he's in India, so he probably is not eating, cow. He's on a vegetarian and fish diet.
that's true. You're right. I'd be
get
so
30
skinny.
yards.
So 185 soaking wet.
I chose to use the reinforced mail as my armor, which is that chain
Chain-link
that,
mail?
that one.
Like standard chainmail?
Just like a
Like
full
affixed to
coat?
a tunic? It's on your legs? On your
No,
arms?
it's just like, the whole thing, except I don't wear, like the whole freaking body armor that makes you all slow and stuff.
Okay.
It's just that thing.
Well, you're gonna be
Yeah,
a little bit.
I hate to break it to you, but that shit was pretty heavy too.
Well, yeah, but it allowed more flexible movement. And I also thought to myself, I can't go to the battlefield without having some kind of protection. At least to help me when I'm moving around if you guys are going to jab me or something. To at least kind of deviate the freaking blow.
Well, yeah.
Like, I can't be naked. I wanted to be just shirtless, bare arm. Just go out there and use my technique, which I know that alone would have taken you guys out.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
No. Hands down.
I don't agree with that, but I like where your head's at. I see where you're coming from.
So I decided to use like the minimal body armor, no shield, obviously.
All right.
So minimal body armor, which is that thing, and my guy was gonna be a medium cut built. So Moses is right, probably less than 205.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
But it's you with that training, so you'd be jacked, but you're not going to be heavy.
Cool. So should we just go ahead and just like save?
I want a little bit more explanation on your chainmail though. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a tunic? Is it or is it the trench, like the chainmail skirt?
No.
You know what I mean? It's the one that comes up. And they had it to where it came down past
all
their
the way
knees.
down.
No.
So it's over your head. Too,
It's the tunic.
What's it protecting? It's only protecting,
Just protecting
your vitals
the vitals.
and your chest.
Yeah, just
so
the vitals.
Your legs are wearing baggy
open.
pants or something.
Yeah, baggy pants.
Like
What
yoga
about
pants?
arms?
Arms, it just goes up to like
No sleeves?
probably just
It goes
short
down
sleeves,
to
short sleeve.
Okay.
Short sleeve.
Okay.
So
All
no
right.
guard on your forearm or your hands.
No guard on my forearms.
Okay.
My
That's
legs open.
I mean,
I figured it will allow for speed.
Less weight, on the
Less
arms.
weight.
it does. It makes it easier for you to move your wrists and maneuver.
Yeah.
True.
Especially with a hand technique like the one that comes with. I figured I need more arm flexibility. But
Yeah, very good approach.
That's fair.
All right. Should we grade all this at the end, or should we just?
Should have some like super nerd sitting in the corner to
That would
like,
be
thumbs
great.
up
That
or
would've
thumbs
been
down. Like if it
perfect,
passes.
that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
We should have found someone who would have done that.
Roberto.
Roberto should have been
awesome.
the one in the corner, just been like,
Nah, that would have been biased because if we're using like our physical stuff, he'd be like, "My Moses is gonna win." Because I school him every time in the like, little thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, I like it.
Not bad.
It's cool. I'm picturing it. You know what I mean? Like a super jacked cut martial artist version of Oscar with those weapons.
Wait, who said I don't know this
Showcasing,
stuff?
right? Like the gates open and he comes out first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the fire, the lions roaring, like
and the crowd's
Crowd.
like, ooh.
Crowd
yeah,
going
the
wild.
crowd sounds like bacon frying, right? I like it. It's cool. I got a good imagination, so it's working for me.
See? That's why
Alright.
I put a lot of effort in it.
Okay.
But apparently Thomas doesn't think so. But
Hey, I said I like where your head's at. What are you talking about? That's the highest compliment I
that's
could
the,
give. Literally.
I like it.
All right.
I
Who
like
else wants to go next?
Yeah, I want to go next. I'm curious.
I can do it if you want me to. I can go ahead and do it. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now back to build. Can I be a couple inches higher?
No.
No, so I gotta stay
our
at 5'8".
height. We're our height, and we have our body frame, but you're the best
So I gotta be-
version of what you could be.
I'm toned.
You're going to be toned, yeah.
All right, then I'm toned. Okay, then. All right, I'll go with that then. I had just looked at martial. I was looking at a good martial arts, something that doesn't. It's more hand to hand. It's more wrestling style. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to do Greek, but I was thinking more like judo.
Okay.
And so I had looked up. I'm sorry if I butcher it, but it's a Shuai Chiao.
Please say it right, Mike.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's basically just Chinese judo, and it's a lot of like wrestling down character. So I'm thinking like with hand-to-hand combat, that's close quarters. That's where I'm going to be going with.
Okay.
Okay, and
Tosses and flips and things like that.
Right. And I know I don't have the weight advantage, but
That doesn't matter.
But I think in that case, I think the grappling will help out a lot.
Yeah, in a lot of judo, things like your weight and height don't matter. Actually, if you're shorter against a taller opponent, it's better.
Hey, does
Right.
that mean that it's close range?
Well, we're just going off of the assumption that we could be in any position.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But
Okay.
but for Michael, this is since he's picked this martial arts. This is also his background for fighting style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you want to know time period, it's like 6,000 years old approximately.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that might
Fair
fix the
enough.
range.
Like, who's gonna check?
Okay.
I am.
Thomas,
Thomas in his free time.
you got anything yet, Thomas? Huh? You wanna throw some shade on this yet?
Okay.
Wait, where'd you grow up?
Atlantis.
I traveled around. No, okay. For armor, I chose just a standard Viking helmet with nose guard.
Okay.
and chain mail to cover the back.
Wait, what does a nose guard look like?
It's the metal part that comes
Oh,
out.
that
Yeah,
comes
metal
down.
strip
Oh,
that
okay,
covers
okay,
right at the bridge of the nose.
I see.
So I'll have this port. I'll have the eyes open and stuff, and I'll probably have a little bit more of an extension on the eye holes to be able to see better. But it's gonna be that it would be just a Viking helmet with the long chainmail on the back.
Wait, is that like a thing? Could you alter that? Was that
The
possible?
helmets did have like a lot of helmets had like padded stuff on the back, either leather.
Oh, so you can change
little
it.
bits
however.
of plate, chainmail that came down.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So you can customize it.
And of course, it'll have padding obviously inside, and I don't know.
Well,
if I
yeah,
can
it's
explain
to
that.
keep
Yeah.
you from being, blunt force trauma.
With the torso, I was thinking
They cared a lot about that.
a brigandine vest, with probably some shoulder, like maybe a shoulder, maybe so not a vest. I guess it would be more of a out like it'll be a shirt, but it's going to have some shoulder padding on it. So
Pauldrons.
it's pauldrons. Thank you. And it's going to be
Well, no, I'm just what's the material?
it's going to be leather. It's going to be leather with the steel rivets.
Okay, yeah, lacquer.
okay.
Lacquer, yeah.
Along those style laminar.
Laminar. So it'd be styled more of a Chinese. Think of it as a Chinese emperor's kind of when he goes out to battle.
Like his new groove?
His laminar. That's how it would look.
Okay.
I would also have. I also put a. Was it polished steel? I'm saying it round like a balls bund. A base bund. It was like the steel. Covering for the arm, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have it on one side on my. It won't be on my. It won't be on my dominant hand. It'll be on my left.
So on the left, you basically have like a gauntlet that connects up to the pauldron almost.
Correct.
Yeah,
yes.
and it basically
it'll stop
sheathes your
short.
whole arm in metal.
So you have like a Winter Soldier like
Kind of look.
arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Picture it,
I'll have my arm bracers on both sides. Just regular steel plated arm bracers. Leather gloves. And for the weapon, for leggings, I'm sorry. The leggings would be iron plated Kiko leggings. So Kiko is, or Kiko, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Kikko. It's hexagon shaped iron plates that are sewn together. So this will be sewn on top of leather leggings.
Yeah.
So, so I know I might be losing a little bit of mobility using leather, but I also want to go with something sturdy for protection, and they'll be sewn in with chain link.
Okay.
So I won't be using any cloth to keep them together. It'll be chain link on it. So the hexagon shaped iron plates, chain linked with steel. And it's on top of leather leggings.
So you're kind of weighted down.
Yeah, that
a
might
bit.
limit
Yeah.
your movement with your legs, bending and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. Oh, well, I don't want to change in the middle of it, so I'm gonna.
Well,
own
he's
it.
not-
You're going
he's
with
not
what
gonna
you're
sit
going.
down.
Yeah, I'll go with it and I'll own it. Viking boots, so it's a little, thick fur. Just keep warm, especially if I'm going on long treks. If I'm thinking long time soldier.
And I'm
Footman.
assuming the color palette matches
Yeah,
at the very least.
think black and red and brown.
The best combo there is.
Yeah.
The red comes from the blood of your enemies.
No, yes, it would. Crimson.
I mean,
Beautiful.
red's a little showy. There'd probably be a lot of browns and grays and blacks.
He's
Can
right,
we
he's
tone
right.
it down a bit?
It'll be faded. It'll be faded. Weapons. My primary would be a falcata, which is an ancient pre-Roman sword. It was popular in the Iberian Peninsula, which is current day Spain. It's a single-edged blade with a hook-shaped grip. So it's concave on the bottom half. So meaning that it's inward. It's an interior circular shape. And then it's convex on the top, which means it's exterior, so it's more prominent on the top.
Huh.
And it's very curved. It's going to be using.
That's the one that goes like this?
It's very curved, like a wave kind of. It's very thin. It's not too thin, but it's thinner in the middle and the bottom than it is at the top. top is a very long, wide blade. And I'll if I need to post it, I'll show you. I'll show you a pic. But it's made. The blade's made of Damascus steel.
Ooh, Damascus steel.
So it's a.
I have no idea what that is.
No, it's a real strong,
Quality
durable
steel.
Durable steel. It's made out of wood steel, and it's
Wood?
wood
Oh,
steel. Yeah. And this stuff was
Okay.
Clearly.
forged, hammered out over and over again to get it just right. So it's really known for its texture on the actual metal. It's very wavy, as if it's almost like if water had rushed on top of it. It looks so. It's very. I'm not gonna say bumpy, but it's wavy. That's the best I can put. I know I use that word a lot, but it's.
Okay.
But it's you have that.
It's like this groove granule.
Yeah,
type thing
there you go. That's right. And
How'd you procure this?
the internet.
Forums.
2,000-year-old nanotechnology is what they say.
So it's really known for its sharpness too. It's been told that it can cut through metal pretty well. So I'll have a spike guard, and it's gonna be a leather wrapped hilt.
Mm-hmm.
Usually with the falcatas, they have some decorative stuff on the end of the hilt.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably. I mean, there might be some shape of a horse or a falcon, whatever you. But it's gonna be pretty simple.
Wait, does that add power if you have like?
No,
Did
we're
they-
just
did
for
they-
aesthetic.
Did they
Okay.
actually? They had guards on this.
They did have a guard on it, and
Wasn't it a half guard though?
it was a half guard.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
it only came down to like the first two fingers kind of jetting out.
Oh no! I'm sorry. It's actually a full encompassing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a full encompassing. So no, I'm sorry. It's
So
a
you
full
can
guard.
punch them like with it.
It's
Also-
supposed to
Oh, yeah.
protect your fingers from
Yeah.
getting
From
cut.
getting cut and all that stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool.
No, don't.
Now for the secondary weapon, I was.
Do what?
You're too late, Tom.
He's so bored. He's so bored. Look at him.
It's like just like.
So this tires me.
Here, go. This is pictures of the Falcata, and I'll post them if I
this
need
is
to.
it. Totally gonna lose.
As a secondary weapon,
Yeah, those are.
Is
Those
that a
are
half guard?
quarter half guard things. They don't protect your whole hand.
I see. So it's more about width.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking the length.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a quarter. Okay. So there we go. And then I'll be using.
It's the ones from Star Trek.
I'll be using. Axes. I was either going to be the wind and fire wheels, or the axes. I decided to do axes. I feel like that they're like the
medium-sized
curvature.
kind?
There should be short axes.
True
short.
axes, like the Viking axes.
Right,
Oh,
exactly. Like
that's
Viking
pretty cool.
axes.
They're kind of like long hatchets.
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah, war hatchet.
And
I was wondering if someone was going to go with the axe. That's interesting.
I was thinking about it, but
Those they're really good.
and they're easier to carry than the big wind and fire wheels. So I wanted to go with something a little more compact. So that's my secondary choice.
okay.
The long range weapon, I was going a little different on this one. I was going to be doing a sickle, chain and sickle. I thought that was long, and that was a long range weapon there.
It's a bit of a distance weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of it. I thought we had clear defined lines here for what a range weapon is. You can tell me that Michael's useless with an enemy coming like 50 yards away?
Well, technically, even a spear or a pike is considered kind of a ranged weapon.
Well,
Yeah.
you can throw it.
Really.
I guarantee you could throw
Javelin.
that a lot longer or farther than Michael's chain.
Well, are you calling bullshit on that?
Calling bull.
So this is a
Oh, the power of the...
of attorney.
Yeah, well, you're calling
I call bullshit. Since all you other fucking cowards aren't gonna
So
step up
if he
and do
calls-
it.
Well, I believe in it to be a distance weapon.
You want to override?
I
Can
think
I
it
override
works.
this?
I think it works both ways.
Which one is this?
Or should I change it?
No. You should.
If he calls bullshit on it, should I change it, or should you guys change it?
Look, not to sound like a girl, but I just feel like
Oh,
a long-range weapon
I have been running around like literally all
should
day.
be either like a bow and arrow at the very least, like a throwing knife, something
Throwing.
with distance where, like, if an enemy's, like, more than, like, 30 yards away, you should be able to have, like, a chance to take out a couple of them before
At least a TIE
you
fighter.
engage, like,
I guess
hand-to-hand.
my thought process was to go with something that give me a little longer than just a sword. I wasn't thinking about going full range, like long range, because then everybody would have bows and crossbows.
Like you didn't want to go the distance.
I didn't want to be like repetitive. I'm pretty sure someone here is going to have a bow and a
So
crossbow.
you're saying that when you're on top of Helm's Deep, you're fucking worthless.
I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I would be towards the gate.
So, what would be your required distance for a
Yeah, what would be?
long,
yeah.
like a
50 yards, half a football field.
50, half of a football field?
Half of a football field. Okay, so then it's going to be
So,
bow and crossbow,
how,
right?
How far can you throw that thing?
It would only be bow and crossbow. at
That's
that point,
right.
yeah.
So then I guess it really
Throw a
does no
spear, you
ingenuity
get
there.
a spear.
Spear, javelin.
Spear, yeah.
What about a chakram?
A chakram. Now, what's a chakram?
It's like a rounded, circular throwing
Baseball.
disc type thing.
Is it like a
Oh
glaive?
yeah, that's
Does
what
it
I
leave your hand?
wanted.
Yeah, it leaves your
Leave
hand like
your
a frisbee.
hand?
It's like a
Yeah,
bladed
Like the
frisbee.
one from
It has,
Xena.
to like depart your possession.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Xena's-
like
Xena's weapon.
Yeah.
Xena's weapon. You
Okay.
fucking toss it.
Then
it goes.
then if I have to change because I got called
Like
bullshit.
even a ninja star could be like a distance.
Actually, yeah.
Or
That's
a
true.
brace of throwing knives, ninja stars.
okay.
Throwing
you-
axes. You have those too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
whatever.
thinking that too. The axes too, where it could be considered a long range weapon as well. Can I go ahead and just eliminate the long range weapon option and just go with those two weapons? I don't want to burden myself. And anyways, the axe could double as a long range.
Well, I guess it would just
If you
reduce
want,
the
but
weight
then
you're
you're
carrying.
tossing them.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
You know what?
Ooh, it's a severe handicap.
I'm going-
Michael,
You're
let's
already
just be
giving
smart
yourself
about
a
this.
handicap
Let's
right
think.
there.
Let's be smart about this. All right, your long range
love
weapon
this.
is not going to weigh you down that much. You're still going to have full mobility. In fact, when you're in the arena, you could probably even just set it aside. You can drop it at the door. We're just talking about using all your slots available on your character's capacity right now.
It can't go. I can't continue unless all fields have been filled.
You
Mike.
entered this dungeon with no mana?
What's wrong with
I
you?
thought it was taking up an item slot.
Okay, javelin. I'll go with javelin.
Javelin.
Okay.
Okay, so with javelins, I'm getting near the mic again. My apologies.
I'm Moses.
So a lot of like spear thrower type things. They had like a kind of like a quiver basket that was filled with like a couple of javelins that you could toss. Like it wasn't just you had one javelin.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
oh man,
So
I threw all of them.
I missed.
Let me
God
give you
damn it,
a-
I missed.
Let me give you a picture real quick. I know you guys can't see
I
this.
think the
but,
Greeks were doing this, right?
yeah, Greeks, Romans, Phoenicians, like they all did it.
Yeah.
Let me show you a Phoenician mariner.
But those guys never finished anything.
But
But the somebody out there.
Okay, so check it out. This Phoenician mariner.
Okay, I see.
See, he's got
Alright.
2 javelins under his shield, and he's got like a spear with a pike hook on the end of it.
it is a drawing though.
There's a
yo,
lot.
can this guy ever shut up about the Phoenicians?
No,
He looks very much like a Roman centurion.
it was all the same time period. We're all in the. They were
Yeah,
all
they
in
all
the
kind of
Mediterranean.
did the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, they're in the Mediterranean.
Gotcha.
do
Okay,
you
well
want?
that's my character right there. I think I covered all aspects. Thomas,
I disagree.
Should Thomas go next, or should we give him the?
Oh, no,
I really want him to go next.
Yeah,
just
me
'cause
too.
he's sitting there throwing all this shit.
just judging you guys. All right, so for the listeners at home, I was made aware of this podcast 20 minutes ago. I feel like,
excuses.
look, again, I'm using that word again. I just feel like you guys had a lot more time to prepare than I did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Snowflake.
So I don't
Oh,
have.
you gonna melt?
That is
Freaking liberal lip tie.
a right wing term.
Freaking cook.
Liberal cuck.
Is it a stick figure, Thomas?
Your dog's a cuck.
Oh, no, dude, the best one. Oh, freaking lip tod. You freaking lip tod, Snowflake. I bet you like to see your girlfriend get banged by other guys. Which ones you on?
Go for it, Thomas.
What do you got?
Okay. It's not going to be nearly as detailed as you fucking losers. All right.
But it's going to be good.
That's very
I
fun.
like it.
I noticed that Michael didn't list a region and a whole backstory, so I'm guessing that's not a requirement.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, one of his core trainings, though, is that judo stuff.
Yeah, that Jude.
Yeah.
Chinese, right?
Well, let's say-
Unfortunately, we don't have any concept of how he knows how to use his weapons.
That's
Although, if you have those weapons in hand, are we going to assume you're just the master of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fine. Pretty
I'll
much.
sign off on that.
Okay.
Except for the long range, he just added that, so he doesn't know how to
Look,
use
2 words, guys. 2 words. Just to cover everything.
Uh-huh.
Silk Road.
it. Oh my.
Okay.
Drugs.
I just follow the trade routes, and
Just drugs.
I learn along the way.
There were more than just drugs on the Silk Road.
So just imagine the Coliseum's opening. We got Michael's guy walking out.
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah,
like,
everyone gets their introduction.
you know, but for him, they like doves fly out.
Get your drugs
He,
here.
he comes out just yelling like, "Oh, gobble, 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 gobble." Because he's like a quarter Viking as far as his weaponry is going. So.
Yeah.
Well, give me a sense of your guys' like facial hair and like
It's
regular
Michael.
hair.
I'm clean. I'm gonna be clean cut.
Oscar.
I'm gonna be full beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you like Pompeii.
Pompeii?
That guy.
What kind
Oh,
of
Kill Bill
hair?
2.
What kind of hair are you rocking?
Long hair, like long hair, and
Hell
as
yeah.
long as my beard can go.
Okay, so you're like this jungle-dwelling hermit warrior.
I want like when I'm doing all my moves, I want my hair to flow like the wind.
You still have glasses?
No.
No,
He's got a bit of a sight problem. Right?
That should have been one of the.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
that is not fair.
Poor
No,
eyesight.
they didn't have poor eyesight back then. They could either see or they were blind.
Cataracts.
All right. Right, quit stalling, Rodriguez. let's hear your warrior.
your- Roiled
Hold on,
again.
Hold on. Quit stalling and show us your marks. All right, I'm done.
Now I'm done.
All right. So as far as like a hand-to-hand combat, since it could be from any time, I'm actually gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna go more modern. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be like a Krav Maga like style that mixes like a couple different like fighting techniques.
Where's Krav Maga from?
It's an Israeli.
Oh
Just
yeah, that Israeli stuff.
tactic.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Wait.
We-
Bullshit.
We all decided not Israel,
It can't be modern,
and
right?
it can be modern.
But wait, is it borrowed from
No, we have
another
to. We have to
discipline?
give him
Well,
like.
it's a mix between boxing, wrestling, Aikido, judo.
We might actually have to
karate.
give him freaking leverage because he
I mean, you
didn't
don't
get
have
all the
to,
rules.
I mean, I could. Okay, well, what constitutes as
Whatever,
modern?
give him Krav Maga. You can
Yeah,
have it.
yeah,
Well,
you
I'm,
can
sure,
have it.
I'm sure at some point in history, over thousands of years,
Yeah,
somebody
they
had
used
something
those
pretty
styles.
damn similar.
That's true. Let's go with that.
There was
But
a
all your
Middle
weapons have
Eastern-
to be ancient.
There was a Middle Eastern martial arts or something too before that. That was probably like
Whatever maximizes damage and minimizes movement. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
efficiency
true.
of like movement.
bite their nose off, kick them in the balls.
Yeah, effective.
Okay, I like it.
What's
All
your
right.
origin story?
Hey, Mike, give an origin story. I don't have to give an origin story.
My
I did
parents
like that
died.
Oscar had an origin. Like he came from somewhere.
Look,
so you guys know.
full-blooded American, right? but
Native American.
Native American.
But something went awry on a trip to Japan, so he was orphaned, and then he was actually raised by
Parents got
I
struck
like
by a
that.
meteorite.
Fox movie
a
for sure.
samurai upbringing. You know, so it's
Last
like
Samurai.
it's like Last Samurai, but like he grew up like in that
Oh
culture,
no,
not just for
it's
like,
like
a couple
Sword of the
weeks.
Stranger.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the same
like
story. Sword of the
yeah.
Stranger.
Oh, okay.
He's a foreigner washed up on shore, and raised
Okay.
by warriors.
Raised by fish.
So you have modern, you have a Western perspective, but raised with like Eastern like disciplines, you know what I
Okay.
mean, and like
Yeah,
meditation
fair.
techniques, and you know,
The best guy.
because we can all agree that the Eastern way of doing things
Wait, can
is
we
far
agree?
superior to the Western way of doing things.
Can we agree?
Yeah, the Western
Yes.
side usually brings a lot more heart attacks.
Let's. We gotta consult our lawyers, but yeah, okay.
Look, a lot of omega-3s, a lot of fish, a lot of limiting of the red meats, a lot more cardio, you know.
What's not to like?
Discipline mind and body, you know.
Okay.
They eat a lot of food with hot tea, which helps with digestion.
Ah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
A nutritional fact.
So cardio is not going to be an issue,
Obviously.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Wait, so my guy's like, oh no, wait, I'm from the Middle East.
We already
right?
talked about your
Yeah,
body.
that's right. I'm just making
India,
sure.
India's in the Middle
Making
East
sure.
either.
Yeah.
my
like
guy's
Central
gonna be-
Asia.
Gonna be functional fitness. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
Like body strength training.
Yeah.
You know, like can do like the flagpole thing, like
Down-
extend his body
Downward dog.
completely sideways. No, that's yoga.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But you know, can run up a wall if he has to. You know.
Right, that's a superpower.
Nah,
This is becoming very
Parkour.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Yeah,
Dragon.
yeah, definitely running on leaves.
But continue. I want to hear your character more.
Okay, so as far as like what he's wearing,
Yeah, let's go with
Right.
gear now.
Yeah, let's go with gear.
so gear, I'm actually gonna
Naked.
I'm gonna be a little unorthodox here. I'm gonna say no helmet. I'm gonna say no head protection.
Okay.
It's too like restrictive, you know.
I
And I
agree.
don't want to wear some like leather helmet because it looks stupid. So
One of those peasant hats.
yeah,
Oh, excuse me, my lord. How did you know he was the king? He's the only one not covered in shit.
actually I take it back. No, he would have like a headband, like a fabric headband to keep
Okay.
sweat.
Oh,
like,
okay.
out of his
Yeah,
eyes.
that is important. The sweat guard.
Yeah.
With the Pink Floyd logo.
Wait, the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, like an ancient version of it. Ah, you're Pink Floydian. I thought your people have perished.
Do you want the wall?
And then since he was raised in Japan, his main weapon would be, I hesitate to go two-handed katana, but I'll go two-handed.
Two-handed.
That's fine.
Two-handed?
Okay, so you're going with the
Two-handed or
katana.
dual?
Really?
Well, so I want to have kind of like a shield like option as
Oh.
well, which is the only reason I don't go
Very
dual.
dishonorable.
You have dishonored.
Shame.
Look, all right. So my guy left. He didn't agree with the ideas of the.
Yeah, he's like, protection is
Samurai.
protection.
Yeah, so he leaves. So he's on his own for
He's
a while.
Ronin.
So he's a Ronin, and he has a shield. This samurai has a shield
Okay.
because
The one
type of
his
shield
father
are we
passed
talking
down
about?
to him.
I don't want it to be metal because it'd be too heavy. So it'd probably still be a wooden.
Made out of
Shield.
leaves.
Like, we talking buckler, which is a smaller shield,
Yeah.
protects a smaller area.
Or kite shield.
Kite shield, tower shield being the biggest shield.
Not
you
a
have.
tower shield. It's got to be in between.
Made out of
Something you wear on your back. It's not going to hinder you too
And it's
much,
not metal.
You know?
Wood.
No,
Okay.
no, not metal. Too heavy.
It's like wood with leather over it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'll work.
Perfect.
So an oaken shield?
Dumb.
Hey, you know the Spartan shield was mostly wood with like a brass covering over it,
Oh.
or copper, I think.
The more you
So
know.
you could even have like a light metal covering, and actually, back in the day, that's probably still effective, right?
It's super
Yeah, of
effective.
course.
You still
Yeah.
couldn't go through that. Katanas couldn't go through that shield.
All right, well, thanks, Buzz. I'll take that.
Okay, but no, that means no armor.
No
then.
armor.
You can just have a
You can
type
have
of
the
clothing.
headband, but no armor.
No help from the
Okay,
peanut
but
gallery.
can you have like
Cancer? Maybe.
so no form of like metal or iron on your
You
body
can't
at
have that
point?
anymore. No,
Not anything.
you have a
No,
shield.
yeah.
now.
You have a shield.
That's your armor.
So you
That's
can't
it.
have like shoulder,
No.
like anything.
You're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we'll give you leather.
Just your
you can
chest
have some
hair.
Leather is-
to protect against random cuts.
Your body hair is your only protection now.
All right, well, take away the shield then.
Okay.
Are you sure? That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Is that
Wait,
your final
hold on.
answer?
But you were gonna have a shield with a two-handed katana?
Yeah, right. How are you gonna...
No. I was gonna go.
He's like
So
Goro.
the reason why I didn't want to go two-handed was because I was gonna have a shield.
Oh, okay. So you were gonna do a single
Yeah.
blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going back to the two-handed katana then.
Cool. We're gonna have like
We'll
a
give
sword
you
fight.
we'll give you leather. You can have leather with your shield.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been leather. Okay, no, you know what? Give away the shield. Although that would have been interesting because I don't think any of you guys have had shields yet.
I don't
No.
think anybody picked a shield.
Yeah.
No.
Although if I play the odds,
The shield is a boon. It's huge.
Yeah.
But I always felt that a skilled warrior would understand that the shield works for both people.
So no metal braces or anything?
We'll give you one on your sword hand.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
At the very least. And we'll give maybe shin. How about some shin
Shin
guards?
guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't
As long
cover.
as I get guards.
They can't cover your ankle or your Achilles. It's only your shin. Only
All
forward
right,
facing.
That works. I'll take it.
Okay.
But you're sunburned there. So it's kind of uncomfortable.
Goddamn farmer tans.
Okay, so we got the shield. All right.
All right.
Medium-sized shield.
Yeah, one-handed katana.
Okay.
Right,
One-handed
right.
katana, quick slicer.
Yeah. Gonna have some heavy leather on the shoulders.
That's fine. We'll give you some.
Yeah.
Man, we're really giving them
Don't
stuff.
really need a lot on the sleeves. You know what I mean? That could just be fabric.
Well, we
right?
weren't going to give you any.
But then we. Well, good, because you weren't getting anything anyway.
Well, fine then. I'm going home.
Braces, but instead of having it on the sword hand, I kind of want it on the opposite hand.
Why do you
And
want it
the-
on
and
your
the-
shield hand?
on
Just
the
in
off-
case you lose your shield?
Oh, okay, that's true. I don't know. I would be having a shield. Okay, fine. Sword hands.
Yeah.
Hands. He said hands. Two sword hands.
Can I have something like on my fit, like a brass knuckle kind of like deal, but sharp, you know? So
Should that be
like,
considered
okay,
a weapon?
That's considered
If
a
you're
weapon.
doing that, that's your secondary
Yeah, that's your
weapon.
secondary
Yeah.
weapon.
I don't know if I like that.
No one does.
Of course not. You know how close you
Damn,
gotta
that
get.
shield. That shield limits a lot of your attacking. You're sacrificing a lot for defense, huh?
I would do it freaking
It
starchy
doesn't-
You're
try.
sacrificing some offense. For
Okay, so
defense.
let me give you an example of like a shield, like using a shield.
What about a shield that had like sharp edges or something?
You could do that.
Then that's your secondary, and
Is that-
it's just your sword and
Oh,
shield.
that's a secondary weapon.
Yeah,
If
because
you're
it
gonna
counts.
put blades on that
As soon
shield,
as it becomes
you
offensive.
can. Well,
Yeah.
no. A shield can be offensive in bashing and stuff, but if you want to start sticking blades on there for the sake of this conversation,
It's kinda like a
it's gonna
huge
be your secondary weapon.
offense also.
Because yeah, it's bladed. You
Yeah.
run into somebody and just chop.
Just chop them up. Whatever can hurt me.
They had shields. They had badass shield like that. You know, they had the spike on the front. You could
Yeah.
right in someone's
That'd be
ass.
pretty cool.
Charged with that, yeah.
Puncture a bladder.
It's tempting.
Yeah. So,
It's tempting.
Oh man, the clock is ticking.
No, it isn't.
plenty of time.
Oh damn, the batteries. Sorry.
Oh, we lost power.
All right. So we got.
So would a secondary weapon have to be used in conjunction with a shield, or is it like, oh, you lost your shield?
It's just
your
you
main
lost your
weapon?
main weapon or
Let's
something.
say your main weapon gets down and your trainer tosses you. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine this ring. Your primary weapon's gone for some reason. You turn around and you're like, hit me. And the guy's like, ooh. And they toss your
Slow
weapon
motion.
out. Yeah, slow weapon. You grab it. Crowd.
Gotcha, listen.
You get this one, boy.
I know it goes against conventional wisdom, but I feel like for a secondary weapon, I wouldn't want to have a shield anymore. I want to have like the two things, right? Because you're already down to like your last your last gasp, you know.
So it's like that. The double thing.
So
I like that.
Are we
That's
losing
very cool.
shield again?
No. Shield is fine as long as he doesn't put blades
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
I'm gonna
shield's still
forego
good.
the blades.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
blade,
man.
the shield is his armor now. at this
Okay,
point.
good.
Yeah.
Now it's armor.
Taking the armor slot.
So now we're stuck on secondary weapon right now.
now
Yeah.
it's secondary weapon.
Okay.
Secondary weapon, huh?
And the secondary weapon can be a set piece as well.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
if it's a weapon that is
That-
technically used in conjunction with another weapon, that's fine.
Yeah.
Using conjunction with another weapon.
Kind of like
What?
his double axe.
There's a
Double
few
axe,
there's a
the-
few different, like he's got the two hatchet style is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Does the
The
now
Xena weapon is like a double thing too.
I forgot to ask. With samurais, they have the katana and they also have the short sword. Does that count as a primary, or is that still going to be the short sword is going to be a secondary
That's like
weapon?
a secondary,
Yeah,
right?
secondary.
That's a secondary.
But you know what I mean, right, Moses?
No, I get what you mean, but
That's secondary. Bro, okay.
You know when a sword has a baby and it's like the smallest.
The little brother sword.
Yeah, yeah. He's in training, but he's not that good yet.
Some kind of weapon that like can curve like down. You know what I mean? So you're doing like
Oh,
one
yeah,
of these
isn't it?
like type deals.
I was
That's a
thinking
cool weapon.
glaives.
Yeah, there is a weapon like that, I think.
there are these weapons that the Shaolin used. They were kind of like I think they were called hurricane blades.
Wasn't it two?
You held them like this, and they had crescent blades that went
Oh,
outward
yeah,
and inward.
that's right.
So that you could guard, hook weapons, and attack, but you were essentially able to have all that body movement like you're using your fists.
But you're dropping your shield at that point, no?
No, we're saying if you lose that weapon, they toss you this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're not out of the fight.
But I mean, if he loses his main weapon, but he still has the shield, and they toss him that, he has to let go of the shield to grab those two.
Well, he grabs one of those and keeps the shield.
Oh, well.
Or he tosses the shield and I'm better with these.
Yeah, with these two.
So whatever.
Because it's kind of like a shield.
I'm going to go with that as my secondary weapon.
All right.
Yeah, those little hurricane fist blade things,
Where's that from?
That's Chinese.
Oh, nice.
That's the tri-bladed one?
Yeah, they have like crescents going out, crescents going in kind of thing.
That's cool.
That's so awesome.
It does sound like a glaive.
Well, there's other types, yeah.
Right.
There's glaives, there's guitars, there's all kinds of stuff like that.
Man, I was trying to look back.
There is a gauntlet that goes all the way up your arm, and at the end it ends with a point, like a steel point.
Very cool.
Oh.
So you could block.
Man, that's like an
stab,
everything kind of...
They were in,
Yeah,
they were
you
in
gotta
jeans
have all
back
your
then.
bases covered, man.
dude, if you're sitting around all day thinking about how you're going to kill someone,
and stop yourself from being killed. You're gonna
Yeah,
kill
like,
yourself some shit.
what if I put this shield with a spear opening inside of it?
Well, back to the drawing board.
Ancient times had plenty of time to think about.
we can use springs.
Cool. Well, I guess we got Thomas all covered. Now
No,
it's
no,
for
no, long
no?
range.
Long range.
I'll
right.
hold it down for Western. I'll do the English longbow.
English
Okay, English longbow.
Classy.
good for distance.
That's good for
Okay.
distance.
You can't beat the fact that you can take out multiple enemies when you have a bunch of arrows, as opposed to a spear where you're like done after like one throw.
He's
you know what I
right.
mean?
Unless you go
Wait.
pick it up.
All right,
Luckily.
where's your quiver? Where did you position your quiver
Like on my
for
back.
your bow? Okay, Thomas, where did you position your quiver?
I'm on my back under the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a shield, but you know.
Fair.
All right.
Moses is like...
I did think about having a cape or like a cloak or something like that. So when people were like trying to stab at you, they hit the cape. But I thought about what if someone were to just like pin your cape like in place, like with the cape.
Yeah, capes are a no-no. We saw that in Incredibles. Get sucked up into a jet engine.
Someone
So
could
true.
pin you in place unless you have like a quick release cape, which
Right.
they don't
Which, no.
have.
The
Back
whole
then.
time you guys have been talking about this, I've been imagining the Coliseum battle.
Who's the winner right
Who's
now?
winning
so
right now?
far?
No, it's just a badass thing. It just keeps going.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, hold on. Time out. I gotta go to the bathroom again.
All right.
Let's take a
well,
quick
we'll
break
Let's
here.
take a...
And
here.
you can hear from our sponsor.
To save time, I'm going to go pee with him.
Good
Right on the
idea.
bowl. You fit 4 people around that toilet.
It's a piss fest here. We'll be right back.
Hey, friend. Tired of life? Tired of being depressed? May I suggest suicide? And if you decide on suicide, there's only one brand of razor that'll do the trick. Johnson's Razor Blades, to ensure that artery gets split.
If it ain't bleeding, it ain't Johnson.
If it ain't bleeding, it ain't Johnson's. Johnson's Razor Blades.
A family company.
And we're back. Our bladders have been evacuated. All right, guys. So, where were we?
I believe we had just ended with Thomas's character announcing that he had
Wait.
a longbow,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's right.
English
Longbow.
longbow.
English longbow, and
But he has cataract.
he's clothed in leather, right? Leather
Yeah.
and cloth and stuff like that. So he walks out into the stadium. We're imagining this is
The
just
Grand Arena.
yeah. The sun is just setting and the flames are flying high, and as the gate opens, we see this warrior walk out, and the crowd is. And he comes out hitting his blade on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah,
no,
like
but my
sparks.
guy's mysterious. He's gonna have like a cloak on. Like,
So
as
he has a
walks
cloak
in.
over his
Yeah.
eyes, and people are like,
Okay.
oh. And he comes out, and it's just like light gleams in the firelight.
Phantom of the Opera kind of mask.
More like Man with No Name, like Ennio Morricone.
Exactly.
Mysterious
Yeah.
stranger.
This would type. There we go.
Okay. I like that.
And he's smoking whatever the version of like the old
It's like,
cigarettes
yeah,
are.
like some rolled corn husk.
The cloak catches on fire.
Double long hair.
Yeah,
you
stubble's
know.
the best way to go, honestly.
It always is.
Women love the stubble.
Yeah. Scratches their face.
They like it rough.
So pointy.
So pointy.
No. There's a stage, right? There's a pokey stage, and then once you get past a certain point, it's okay. Like once you start having the beard.
Yeah.
That's what my girlfriend's always telling me.
Well, it's got that shade to it, that looks good, but not great to
Yeah,
touch.
it's not great
You
to
know what
touch.
I mean? Like,
That's
that
true.
does look good, and people do like it, but it's not... You can't go against the grain.
I
on
argue
that
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
true.
1 day overlap. There's a 1 day overlap where it's okay to touch, but it also still looks good.
one.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
I
then
agree.
past that day,
It's
Goodbye.
yeah.
Goodbye, Moon
You're
Man.
gonna start going to like the patchy beard, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
get
gonna
outta
point
here,
over, turn.
Beardo.
bleeding faces.
Shut up, Beardo.
Yeah, so far, we have this Coliseum in which 3 gates have opened, revealing each of these warriors, and the crowd is literally orgasming with anticipation.
Literally orgasm.
Literally orgasming.
Looking at me.
With anticipation.
Sounds like
they've
quite
got
a place.
like the lower rung of society walking around with buckets to catch all the orgasmic juices, right? Like people are selling like cloths to clean everything up.
So that was what the vomitorium was.
Yeah. So we got this tournament stage we got these 4 gates, right? Each
Yeah.
of these gates have stairways leading up, and around this tournament stage is just an open pit.
Look,
Like that
Yes.
someone could get knocked into and they fall to their death in a bunch of pokey sticks.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
wait, but
Mortal
there's
Kombat.
lions here too?
We don't know yet.
No, we
We'll
don't
see.
know yet. We're about to find
There's-
out.
No,
There's
you
gonna-
said there was lions when Oscar walked in.
Oh, well, those lions are just on pedestals looking cool.
Yeah.
Then roaring, like, just to get the feel.
Some are on fire to light the stadium up.
Some of the tails are being burned a little so that they roar a lot.
Look, just promise me one thing.
Okay.
Once your character gets introduced, you need to be that gay ass like bitch that comes on and like announces like how important this match is and how the emperor is like presented it to him and how everyone needs to hail like
Spared
the
no
emperor
expense.
and everything.
You know, he's the greatest
Yeah,
emperor.
save it. You get you workshop
Okay,
it in your head, but
We gotta find out what this
trust me, you're
battle
gonna do
is.
it before this whole fight goes down. But all right,
Okay.
so I think we're at the main event now.
Yeah.
No, we're not at the
No,
minute.
we're not.
Well,
Well, I
Preliminary
mean, as
still.
far as the character.
Oh,
introduction.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reveal.
Okay, so it's my turn, huh?
So I guess this is your homeland stadium because
No.
Why is it
no,
mine?
it's
No,
nobody's
we've been
homeland.
you
We're
were the
all-
last one.
We could
We're
say
all
we've
captured.
been brought and captured
Yeah.
from all the 4 corners or
They-
something.
That's
Those
impossible.
are always
They
the
would never
funnest,
catch
because then
me.
we can all team up together and kill the whole
I
nation.
was gonna say, you know what the direction this should go is that we all stop
Team
fighting.
up, yeah. All right. Okay, gentlemen.
No, the tablet comes up.
I'm
this
going
is
to
gonna
give
be
you guys
good.
picture examples so that you guys can help
Oh,
explain.
you're a tablet guy now? When the fuck did this happen? What kind of tablet is that?
Dude,
Who are you?
I don't read anymore. I listen to audiobooks. I don't write anymore. Do this. The only thing I do with a pen now is get receipts signed and draw.
That's awesome.
All right.
Palaver Project has improved.
All right. So, for my primary weapon, weapons, should I say, because they're part of a set, are the Chinese hook blades. And these are what they are.
Yes.
You slimy son of a...
Every part of this weapon is a weapon. Every way you can swing it, every direction you can take it, no matter how close or far you are, it has a counterbalance to anything.
Wait a
It's
minute.
like it's like an axe with a pointy top, but it has a hook on the bottom.
What's it called?
Like an
The
umbrella.
the axe part is where you put your hands.
That is crazy.
So
really
the
is.
guard has a crescent-shaped blade, like a moon, right? That can be used to cut into throats, slash into people, and block.
Beautiful.
Like straight up used to block. The blades come up into a hook that can be used to hook things.
yeah.
Yes.
So you can bring a shield down, you can grab a sword and push it to the side. You can use one blade to hit someone's shield and push it down, and the other blade to come to their ankle and cut the Achilles tendon, or if they're armored, to simply pull them so they fall backwards.
That's my melee weapon and my secondary combined. that is... What the hell?
So, as you can see at the pommel, which is the bottom of the blade under the handle, there are 2 dagger-like protrusions at the end there.
I hope
That
you
is
fall
for
that thing.
if you are in super close and locked up battle, a mere jab of your fist into someone, face, whatever exposed appendage,
Jeez.
can, cut into them. One of the coolest things I've seen done with these hook blades is they've used the hook to hook the other sword, and use it to swing around, like
Oh,
to
that is-
attack multiple people. That mostly seems like they have to be like unarmored people. You know, that's not going
Okay.
to work on someone
Now
with
you're
armor.
just showing off.
But the back end of these blades were often sharpened as well, so that they could be brought back to cut people open.
So it's like a double-edged.
Yeah, like I said, every portion of this, probably other than the portion where your hand is going to be, on the back end of it, is usable to kill.
But I'm assuming that this is a heavy weapon. Like
No, they're light.
No.
No
Damn,
way.
damn.
Yeah, they're light swords.
Yeah.
Steel.
No way. Wait a minute. It
Yours
shoots
would be
bullets.
sharpened up, right? Like freshly.
Oh, these
Sharpens.
are all of our weapons are honed, ready to go. They're not rusty. They're not shit.
Right.
Yeah,
They're all
Right.
broken
Yeah, they're all
in.
good. They're all perfect.
Yeah.
everything's cool looking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like the top notch.
kind
This
of
is like the Super Bowl.
That's a tremendous
One-on-one
description.
So
So it's kind of like Cabal's weapon in Mortal Kombat 3,
yeah,
right?
if you know that, it is.
There you
Cabal
go.
weapons
There's
from
something for
Mortal
reference
Kombat,
if you guys
yeah.
aren't.
Cabal.
Shaolin, even to this day, they still train with this kind of stuff. Like, so you can actually watch exhibitions, all kinds of things with these weapons.
But they're
Awesome.
like dull blades.
Of course, you
They're not gonna kill.
fling off, and some 10-year-old just killed his dad on
They put a
accident.
cork on it to points.
Okay.
Boring.
All right, so I'm gonna get to my weapon. Let's say I lose these for whatever dumb reason.
You
Okay.
trip and fall on it.
My other weapon is
Boy,
a pole
dramatic effect. Of course you're going to lose those weapons.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we have
Something
to.
happens, right?
Yeah, we're
Right.
all
Like,
that
I
good.
bring one of them back, and a lion grabs onto it and takes it for some reason.
No. I'm tossing Michael at you.
And I'm gonna hook one of my blades into his chin and swing him around to smack you.
Right.
But anyway, so my secondary weapon is the dagger,
Agachi.
the dagger axe, which is a pole arm. The one I chose is this guy right here.
The junior.
It's the dagger axe with a spear. So it's a long pole where at the end on one side there's kind of a rapier scythe type deal.
Okay.
Also used for the
hooking and all. Yeah.
hooking, bringing things down. Big time, just cutting the back of someone's knee.
Yeah.
Like pulling it forward, bringing it back into a knee.
That's a
Cutting
two-handed.
into him. This is a
weapon,
tool
right?
and pole arm, you know,
Two-
swinging
okay.
around, all this kind of stuff. And then at the end, it's got the spear point, you know.
Yeah.
You just stab people into it.
Interesting. Your secondary weapon's a two-handed weapon, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I lose it, they toss me this guy. Right?
Yeah.
You know, for all intents and purposes. So, you know, this kind of explains itself. Pole arms, staffs, they're all basically swung and thrusted about the same
This
way.
is also
Right.
Chinese.
Yeah, here's the thing with these type of weapons. There are variation of the pole arm, dagger, axe thing all over the world.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
it's
it's kind of
very
similar.
good.
Yeah, you know, there was tridents, all these kind of things.
Yeah.
There was tribes in Africa that had similar ideas with this, where you'd stab into someone, and when you pulled it out, just huge amounts of junk would be pulled out.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like one stab was fatal in one way or the other. Like it just pull out your whole thigh or something.
Even being able to like hook legs and stuff is pretty.
Dude, hooking
Easy.
weapons and hooking legs and having extra guards. Because the scythe portion of this, imagine you're like swinging a blade or something and I'm catching it, like right there. You know?
Yeah.
Using a swivel technique to push it out of the way and just thrusting to stab.
Right.
Like, you know. So that would be my secondary weapon right here. Let me give you guys an idea of the armor I chose. It's a Middle Eastern variant type of armor.
So no shield?
No shield for me. Everything's two-handed for me, so
Okay.
my hook blades I'm using.
So you're
hand to
depending on
hand.
your skill.
Uh,
Oh wait, you haven't even talked about your skill. You started off with. your
This is
gun.
the type of armor that I had chose.
All right,
It's a type of plate that has lacquered buckle type things around the top and side.
Okay.
As you can see, I have shoulder pauldrons. Everything is like steel plates kind of sewed together
Okay.
with
Okay.
like linked together. It covers my back fully in a plate and the chest fully in a plate.
Is-
So
But it
no,
gives-
so
it
no
has-
chainmail, so you still have some mobility.
There's no chainmail. It hangs in a certain way to give my shoulders and arms free movement. The thing is that the sides are connected with belts. So I'm not protected
Right.
on the very side there, but that is to allow me to have more torso movement.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, big mistake, motherfucker.
We'll see.
You just gave yourself
As
up.
you can see, I also have VAM bracers, which cover the top part of my hands, my wrist, and go to the bottom of my forearm and elbow up to where my pauldrons come down. So I'm more or less fully protected there, except for a little slot in between the elbow and the shoulder.
Right.
As far as the legs, it's more of it's a skirt. There's not much protection in the thigh portions of my legs, which does kind of create it's less protection. But the thing is being able to move my legs unhindered,
Yeah.
Do you think the skirt
which
helps?
is a big deal.
Do you think the skirt
The
helps
skirt
in
type things like this,
That's fresh.
there's a flourish to it.
There's a flower in there?
Flourish.
Oh.
So what it does is it's distracting to the eyes in movement.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So we can't really direct our attack to and knowing where your thighs are going to be because we can't see.
The
because of
leg movement changes up. It kind of it doesn't work maybe on masters and stuff, but it's something that would work on people who get distracted easily or who aren't as good, right?
Okay, but we're all masters.
It's a
I was
big
gonna
deal.
say, so that's not
We
going
don't have to worry about that
situation.
Yeah, but it's part of my look in this point, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, at this point,
my
yes.
my armor has a silver color basically with a golden trim.
You would not.
The
fool.
cloth I have under is like embroidered in black. It's a solid black, but the trim is also gold. Mm-hmm. So I'm going with that. My leg armor, a little hard to see, is protects the shin, like the outer shin and the lower portion of like where my the Achilles tendon is,
Okay.
and everything like that.
All that metal weighs you down, right?
This is light metal.
Can I?
Still metal, though,
I've seen
right?
There's a big difference between light plate, though.
Okay.
As you can see, like full sets of armor, those weigh you the hell down, right?
Yeah.
And light plate, though, right there, all it takes to deflect like another bladed weapon is another small piece of metal.
Yeah.
So it does not
But
have to be
arrows.
heavy.
But
Arrows would pierce
But a
the
good
eye.
Yeah.
straight hit would pierce it, right? Like a good, powerful straight hit.
I guess
Arrows,
Because
I don't
it's
know
thin?
about the chest piece, because the chest piece is more solid in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no gaps in between
But it's
plating
good for
Arms and
like
things like
you're not
that.
going to catch stray like
Exactly.
like nothing's going to
Like,
really
No
severely
straight
hurt
blade
you.
is
Like
going to get all that.
slashing.
So at that point, the more
But if
skill.
someone were to like spear
Like straight
you, like,
jab,
it would go through.
straight into it, it would go
Yeah.
through on the lighter
Right, because
ones,
it's thin.
right?
It's a thin steel. Yeah, thin plate.
Because
so
it's thin plate. You like a straight, like powerful, like you
Thrust.
miscounted is.
Well,
a
if
thrust.
it's steel,
Full blade.
honestly, no bladed weapon is going to go through steel. You might dent it. You're not going to pierce your steel. Steel can't pierce steel like that.
Even a light plate.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like it doesn't work like that.
I've
seen
pierced through
katanas.
many light plates before.
I've seen
right?
katanas get hit shields.
Right.
Nothing happens. I've seen katanas hit Spartan armor. Like what would have been Spartan armor. Didn't.
But
go
people
through.
get pierced all the time in
So-
movies.
So I just want to be
Like,
clear.
movies.
The
so
tor-
nobody died. Like everybody that fought in
dying.
full armor.
Dying has
can't
to do
pierce
with
each
other
other?
stuff. You know how
So-
hard of a fight it really
So
was.
if you were to
reference each
turn
other.
around, caught off guard, and at that same moment, one of us were to like take one of like our katanas, plant, have like complete like hip throat like movement, like have the full like textbook, like rotating the hips and driving the sword like
even with
perfect,
katana,
like, form.
here's the thing: the katana style, right, with two samurais fighting each other, wasn't about trying to get their guts and hitting their armor. It was about trying to slice in between the armor and getting other like portions.
Huh.
There was a lot of movements like judo that are implemented into the style of the katana.
I call
Try and
bullshit.
get behind their legs, try and get in between their arms. Like
Well, my
call
question
bullshit.
more is
Cutting
if you had a sword that was like straight, like
Okay.
a piercing sword, and you were to like have
You
complete
still-
momentum and
okay.
like drive the blade, like would you be able to pierce like the light armor that you're talking about?
Yeah, because it's not
you
heavy
could
armor.
you could probably dent it, but I don't think pierce. And even if you did pierce, I don't think it goes all the way.
Now without repeated
So even with like
attacks.
even with a perfect storm of like things going on, like you still wouldn't pierce it.
It's
with
not
those
going to be
blade.
about taking. You don't want to hit my armored parts.
Right.
That's not where you want to go for anymore.
I'm more questioning the durability of it being light. So.
True.
yeah, me too.
And I want
I'd have to
to.
know.
I have a question about the spacing of the plating of the plates too. If there's going to be exposure, because you said it's a full plate on the torso.
The full plate of the torso, but like I said, my sides, right
are
there,
exposed.
it's leather belts keeping those things together.
Attached to the pauldrons, right?
You said my shoulder area right here, I have open spots up there.
Okay.
I have a band up here.
Okay.
Right? So, I mean, technically, you're good enough. You could pierce my band, and my armor could start to sag, like all kinds of different things like that. The shoulder van bracers, there are areas you can get into between.
I mean,
they're not made for me to just stand there and wait for you to keep hitting me.
Right.
Like, it's to be for the fuck-ups, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Hey,
this blade came this way.
All I have to say is, nice skirt, pussy.
That's a rope? But anyway, I'm going no helmet. I want full neck movement, head movement, all this kind of stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Easier
Yeah,
target.
you see the example here of how it protects mostly. It's my guts and heart and everything.
Critical
It's super
hits.
protected.
Right,
Exactly.
Critical hits, yeah.
Like all that. You can see the back, the shoulders, pretty well protected. There's still open spaces, but
You
I want
still have movement.
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
So,
like it.
my discipline is I'm going with Shaolin Kung Fu.
Okay.
Cool.
With basic elements, of wushu, all that kind of stuff. And it is, they do say that it did come from Oscar's style, like that he chose from India. The thing is, though, is it had hundreds and thousands of years of perfecting after that, with new techniques and styles that they went into. And the reason I chose the Shaolin was because of their conditioning as well. Like training day and night, strong body, strong mind. They learned how to use a huge variety of weapons, but also to make their body into a weapon
Yes.
and become their weapons were extensions of what they were. So along with my martial arts, my discipline, and all this, I feel like I have a pretty good chance. I like it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't know. You guys need more of an explanation of Shaolin.
Give me your your background. What's your upbringing here?
My background is I was born in the Middle East, right? But I had traveled along the Silk Road.
Okay.
As you know, the Middle East and China and all this kind of stuff.
That's
they
right,
ran right there. But what happened is our family was put upon by bandits. And, I was sold into slavery at some point, but the slavers were eventually killed by a group of people who believed in some type of justice, But I had nowhere to go, and I was taken to a Shaolin temple in where I trained and eventually, left to pursue my own goals as
Were
the
you
greatest
trained
warrior.
like Samurai Jack, montage style?
Yes, of course. And then my look, right?
Or
it
was
is
just music and
exactly. It was just music. It flew by. 15 years went by in no time, right? And at that point, 22. Great
montage.
Yeah, but
handsome, long hair,
as handsome as someone can be, or as me can be. So, but the thing with me is I have the shaved head that goes into the back with the ponytail.
Okay.
I'm talking that Chinese ponytail type deal. I like it. but because, of my heritage, I also have a full black beard that comes down to about chest level as well.
Have you been maintaining it? Is it silky?
It's beautiful for some reason. It's better looking than the one I have now.
I have two things.
Yes.
With the Shaolin discipline, I'm just curious, and you may know it, you may not, but has it been combat tested?
Yeah.
Is this state approved?
It is combat test. Look up some stuff on what these people train to do.
Okay.
It is pretty impressive. You have a lot of people in the West just constantly bagging on all the Eastern styles all the time.
Yeah.
Just because of MMA and all this
It's not
other
MMA,
stuff.
bro.
It's dude, they have centuries of perfection, and people who really study and make these their life focus, you're not gonna beat them with some straight punch.
Look, all I'm saying is that boxer almost beat up Ip Man.
Yeah, I
So
know.
how good
Mike Tyson.
can the Eastern stuff be?
Yeah, but boxing. Here, let's go off of this real quick. Boxing puts things into weight classes, then technically, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say we got an Ip Man who is as tall and strong as Mr.
What was
Boxer
he
guy.
weighing, 150?
Yeah. So let's say we got a 210, 225 guy who's trained his whole life to be like how Ip Man is, and is as flexible and bulky, but he's got the strength and power to go with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That weight is a
We've
big-
seen with humans. We've seen with humans that, dude, even because a guy is big, that doesn't mean they're slow. Mike Tyson's punches were like lightning. Back in the day, like all
I
this
saw
kind of
a
stuff.
Twitter post with him where he was like still kind of like showing off like punches. He's still really fast.
Yeah,
he
he
looks
is.
like he
They're
could hit
lightning.
really hard.
Lightning.
Yes.
So now we're talking about a bulky, strong guy who has the ability to gain like a lot of like strength and muscle, right, from the get-go, who was trained in the exact same way as these Shaolin and Wushu.
That's true. He was trained by the same master that taught me.
No, you're mad. You guys got stuck at some point. Like you stuck with your Kalajabacha Pachu.
My second thing, can I be that? Because we're all going with background, and I feel bad that I didn't do it. Can I be the one that?
over yours?
Can I be the one who's just wanting like glory and money? Can I just be one of those like materialistic ones?
That's 100% fine.
Okay,
but we
cool.
all.
I think we need that for
are
a
we-
story.
Ooh, that's
But are
not,
we
that's not
all-
the kind of person that wins at the end, Michael.
Hold on, hold on. Are we all captured at some point from something dumb?
Probably.
Well,
Or did at least one of us seek this out?
I
to,
was
like, do this?
orphaned.
I wanted to get captured because I wanted to rob.
No, but
somebody.
we did have this time where we became masters and we're
Yes.
out in the open world. Why are we at this Coliseum?
I wanted to see if I was the best, even though I already know that I am.
Fair, very fair.
He wants the money.
I'm going to save an entire village from being slaughtered by this emperor if I win. It'll be
You're the
Ah,
hero.
okay. And Thomas is
It's just a stranger. We don't know. His
I think I was a bounty hunter that got double crossed.
okay.
sexy chick. That's usually
see.
Oh, but I didn't even mention though. I actually did have the same long range weapon as Oscar, the recurve,
Oh, okay.
the composite recurve bow, the Mongolian one.
Okay.
For the same reasons. But the difference between my quiver and your guys' is mine is at my side. For
What's-
quick draw.
I see.
Yeah, it's easier to pull out an arrow from there and load it at the hip and up and down than it is to try and pull arrows from the back. They actually showed too that when you run with arrows on your back and have to move and be maneuverable, right?
Yeah.
That the arrows will fall out and jangle around and things like that.
And from your back.
Yeah, I
Right.
watched a lot of things of master archers. And they were thinking, like, and in a lot of old pictures, it shows that bows were at the saddle side, like on your hip.
On your hip.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we need to join an archery club.
Yeah, look at this movement right here. Like, I know no one can see it, but right, it comes up
From his side.
from the
doing the
belt,
Macarena.
comes out down low to this, and a fire.
extension.
It's the quickest way to fire if you're
Ooh, don't
Close
fire!
range.
Don't fire from the hip.
firing from the hip is a
Sacrifice
big
all your
deal.
accuracy.
No, it's a big deal. When your mind's eye hook is in, you know where you're firing.
Okay.
All right, so we got everybody set up. The Warriors have been set up. Now, how does he-
Moses has to talk about the crowd reaction when his
Oh,
guy
okay.
busts it.
All right,
Shut
man.
up.
So now the fourth gate begins to open, right? As the light starts pouring in, we see a warrior clad in silver armor with gold embroidery and black, black robes, also with gold embroidery, walking out with his weapon as the crowd goes. Oh. But now at this point, though, since the other warriors have come out, we're starting to work to a real boil here. So now that the fourth person's coming out, they know they're going for this like exhibition match. They're just going nuts. Noses are bleeding. People are punching other people's wives in the face. Like it's just madness.
Veins are popping.
So yeah, popping few old timers
One
have some
eye
heart
bigger than
attacks.
the other.
Exactly. And at this point, it's just pandemonium.
Boobs are flying.
Yeah, shirts are coming
Yeah,
off.
shirts are coming off.
Yeah, it's reaching this huge thing, but then all
Fever
of a
pitch,
sudden,
they call that.
a fever pitch, exactly. But at this point, we see the emperor begins to stir up in his
Now you
little
gotta have the
throne
people
area.
come out with the trumpets.
Like, it's all shitty. But how about some drums? Elephants.
From my country.
Yeah, they're going. Yeah, from your country.
You gotta have the wig guy walk up to announce the.
Make way for Prince Ali.
But then all of a sudden, all the trumpets, all the thing dies down, and the crowd begins to realize, oh
A hush comes over the crowd.
Because this is like a Coliseum amphitheater type deal, right? Here we got this really weird looking dude in like some wig and
It's
garish,
usually a midget.
just super garish, covered in jewels and gold, right? To come out into the middle and announce what the Grand Emperor has set before his people. So I don't know what kind of voice we got here.
Fight.
I like that. Yeah, it's like no. But he's an announcer. The Emperor would be like kind of, who knows what kind of
The
Emperor.
Emperor would be the bitchy one with the...
Kind of fat, you know what I mean? Like he hasn't done a push up in years. But then we got this guy come on and be like, ladies and gentlemen of the Grand Empire. Because for some reason, even if it was Roman, we make them sound British. We've talked about that before, and it's the truth, right?
You're right.
And he's going to go on to proceed where our warriors are from, right? I don't know what your nicknames or anything you guys.
Well, we're all
Tito.
savages. We're all savages in their eyes.
As before, your emperor presents you with savages from all corners of the wildlands.
Even though they were just, even though they were
Not
just
one
cheering.
Hideous.
Though they may be savages, much like the tiger, they can draw much blood. And then everybody loves that, right? Because they're bored-ass peasants, drunk on meat and, viruses or bacteria.
Just one guy at the distance. Woohoo!
And your Grand Emperor has commanded a battle to the death.
He has a heart attack.
No, they always reach that really like high pitched voice at some point that everyone's annoyed by, but the fact that they're going to see a slobber knocker of a battle, that they're happy about it.
All right.
Is that sufficient?
I think
That was great.
That's a good
above and beyond,
Wait, did
Moses.
the Emperor address the crowd yet? Did he do the wave?
Okay, yeah, so as he says, your emperor, he brings his arm up, pointing into the bleachers where the grand throne of the emperor, his high terrace view, right? You got this pretty
Just
people
a ton
around
of,
him.
ton of CGI.
Senators. It would be. Well, the first layers are regular people, but then we do CGI for the further up area. Because, we gotta get that many extras.
Yeah, that's true. And the arena's way too big for like.
And it's funny because that's
the
exactly.
For the time.
Animals look fake as shit.
Well, the first one we show is real, right?
But you can still tell the background doesn't really blend in. It's like green
it's
screen.
not, yeah,
it's like
they
green
tried
screen
hard,
elephant.
and it's
The fire has the same rhythm, like in Mario.
But anyway, he dresses the emperor, and of course he gets up and does that hand wave. That stupid one, right? The left to right, address the crowd. I'm better than you.
Queen of England.
Why am I wasting a wave on you people? Kind of deal. Look what I've already given you. That's like the whole demeanor of this emperor. This isn't the warrior emperor who consolidated
Who
like
earned,
everything.
like,
Yeah.
his
This is the
keep-
this
yeah.
is like the great grandson of the conqueror. You know what I mean? Like a piece of shit.
Let the 30-second battle begin.
Story of your life.
30 seconds on the battlefield, 30 seconds in the bedroom. But anyway, that's where we're at, and that's what we've got going on for us.
All right.
They all sound really good. Now, let's throw a little wrench in
Yeah,
this.
let's do this.
Okay. We've compiled.
I don't know about throwing the wrench immediately. Let's have a
wanna-
little conversation
Okay, let's
about
talk about it. Okay. All right.
what did they do? Like, we were in the gate, and they're like, you know what? Blind this guy. Cut this guy's hand off. Let's give him a half-ass show from the start.
Let's
We
say
spent
get-
over 300 golden narrows on this.
All right. Let's give them an epic showdown. And once we just haven't, we reach a stalemate. We haven't.
And all of a sudden, like, we just go blind.
I assume that we're all hesitantly in this battle, right? Are we all in this battle against our will?
Well, my
Will?
motivation is I
Yes.
came to do this because I knew I could ask a request to save these people.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to kill 3 other jack-off warriors, I'm used to that.
I just promise a purse.
Yeah, he's there for
Look,
the money.
I'm only
Because
in it for the money.
your request is going to be a huge amount of like the cash prize, right? Like
Exactly,
tripled or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Right.
And Oscar, what was your
Why
motive?
thought
just
you were
came to
captured.
show that
I thought
I'm
we
the
were all
best.
captured. You don't have any bargaining power here. What are you gonna do? You don't have any bargaining power. This is all just a show for the people.
Did we want to be captured? Because my question is like, how did they get us?
I
Pretty damn good.
came out of my own free will.
Yeah, but when there's like an army, like if you get ambushed by like 20 dudes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like fully armored.
All right,
Well, that's
so do you
true.
guys want to do the personal agenda, or do you want to do the thing where we all got captured?
I
I'm
say
cool
we're-
with either. I
I
like
say
both
we're
of them.
captured.
If we're captured and we're just straight up like starting to fight, there's no reason why we
That's
need to
true.
be
There's
hesitant.
no reason why we're gonna.
Hesitate, yeah. There's no, yeah, we're just there to
Okay, well,
survive.
if we're captured,
Which just makes it easier.
I don't like pleasing crowds. it's
down.
not part of my like.
Sit down and meditate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not part
Well,
of my.
I think it's
religion.
safe to say none of us like. pleasing
I feel
crowds,
like
except for
Michael would
Michael's a
see
piece
me
of
like
shit.
meditating and then come up to try and kill me.
Oh, he's an
think-
opportunist.
The first person I would go for would be Michael. Mainly.
Really, Raph?
Yeah.
Because he just looks like a swarmy like piece of shit.
I mean, we do have to remember
That
we,
damn
we-
helmet. The
our
only guy
characters-
wearing a helmet.
our characters
that's
do
true.
look like us.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
Oh,
right.
shit, I am a piece of...
Even more so. Even more reason.
I just want to
All
bash
right,
that helmet.
all right, you're coming at me. Where are you going to use your primary weapon, or are you going to use your long range?
I'm going to use my long range.
All
Long
right.
range first.
Should we start at long range, trying to pick each
Yes,
other
try
off?
to pick each other
I
off.
don't think they would give us long range weapons. For
Nah,
this.
because then we might shoot the Emperor.
Yeah.
I say the long
that's the easy
range
target.
weapons just were part of a build that we
So we're
liked.
not carrying none of these.
No, we're
No,
carrying...
not
the
fully
long
equipped.
range. No.
We're carrying
So
melee.
we're getting
We're
one
in
and then
close
the other,
quarters
then the-
combat.
Yeah, we're
equips.
coming out with our primaries. That's what they gave us. If
Okay.
we lose them, they give us one more shot and toss us our secondaries.
All right. All right.
How's that? Or we have to claim them. Like, we have to be able to get back to our corner and our, I don't know, our coach. Like, our slaver,
Our
right?
slaver,
The guy
yeah.
tosses us the weapon.
Is that Tiger?
Wait, so if the battle goes on too long, are they gonna start releasing like the chariots? and
Exactly.
shit?
They could start doing screwed up stuff.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
blades pop out of the ground and start spinning.
Okay,
They
that was
release a few of the wolves and tigers
yeah,
or something.
there you go.
Exactly. Lions.
Savages.
All right.
Like they call them savages, and they're all wild cannibals or something, you know, running at us.
That's true.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm throwing my axe straight to Oscar's head. He has no protection.
Oh, that's true. But I have my yoga. And
Yeah, we have
movements.
quick reflexes.
Yeah, he's
Hardly any
no,
armor.
he's no bitch boy.
Yo, you fool! You
I
just
wouldn't
wasted
know.
one of your long range weapons.
It's all right. I can pick
I
it
would
up on the way
flip
back.
and throw it back.
I still have the
All right,
Catch it in midair
Oh,
backwards.
this isn't the Matrix. You can't. You
Yeah.
don't have Neo powers.
You don't have Neo
You
powers.
can-
You're fucking. You're
I
going
don't know.
with the
I've
momentum.
seen people catch
Catch
arrows.
it,
We're talking about
and then
masters.
toss it back.
Well, in
We're
that
talking
case,
about
I could throw
masters
both axes.
Oh, yeah, you could.
at him.
Lose
And that
one
would
of
dodge
them
him.
instantly.
Yeah.
Maybe
He has
not.
his weapons in his hand.
But I got his torso.
Oh, that's
it's
also
exposed.
I've seen people flick things back and forth. Like, throwing a weapon is a chancy move. Like, it's best used on a rush, right?
Yeah, that's why I would battle you head on with my main weapon. I'd like to see you like defend yourself with yours.
Well, some of us have a sense of honor, so I would lead off with
Kill
my
yourself?
main weapon, and then my shield at the ready, and I have my katana, and so I would charge into battle that way.
Well, that's true. He has the shield.
I like that.
See, I would have
He
been
has
waste
the
throwing it at
shield.
him. No, I mean, I have no honor, so I would throw it straight at Oscar's face and his torso.
Wait, the axes were your primary?
No, they were secondary.
They're secondary.
So I
You
still
don't
have
have
my...
those yet. You came out with your first
Oh, yeah,
weapon,
we're going
your
with
primary.
one.
Oh, so they
Oh, do
throw
you
it...
only get like tossed your secondary?
You get tossed your secondary.
Oh.
So it's
And
not like
we
inverse.
all lose our primaries just because it's, you know,
Oh.
production
High
value.
drama.
Yeah, we need
But then
this.
we need to figure out which one of the primary weapons is going to beat them all.
Mine.
Clearly.
Duh.
Not unless we team up.
Oh, God. All three of you?
No, not three. But I'm just saying, there's got to be a point where one
So,
of
like,
us
I
realizes.
look over at, like, Thomas's guy, and I'm like... I already know that you're here.
I mean,
You've got, like, a respect. Oscar doesn't care that he's there because he's been wanting to prove that he can kill everyone. And Michael wants
Michael's
to
just a
try
piece
and
of
find
shit.
a way out.
Yeah.
You gotta see somebody fighting somebody and not be able to penetrate, and you see that there's an opportunity that, you know what, that guy's tough as hell, I better join in and help this guy for my benefit to take out the guy with the better weapon.
It doesn't sound like you.
Well, let me just
It's
make
also
this clear
strategy.
right now. I don't fuck with either of you guys.
Good.
So we're not teaming up.
That will
under
not
any
stop.
circumstances.
That will not stop me from you fighting him head on and me coming from the back.
You're gonna backslide me? Yeah, it's real dickish.
This is a fight
All right,
to the death.
it's a quadra match.
I would go after Moses.
So
I mean,
would I.
yeah, like at this point,
It's got the
You go
bald
with
head
the
and the beard.
You go with the shiniest armor. Well, actually, I would go with Michael first, but observe the rest of the battle.
really, I just
Oh,
yeah.
no time to observe.
You
He's the
don't know
most
my
dangerous
skills.
one on the field.
If you start standing around, right, and you're trying to observe, I think the crowd should be throwing shit at you.
Yes.
No, I'm not observing like that. I'm fighting when I get
Who
the
are
chance.
you
to
fighting
attack
battle
first.
analysis.
Yes.
Okay, who are you fighting first? Who
You.
are you attack? Okay, you're gonna try to attack me.
Yes.
Okay. And
No
I'm gonna try to
shield.
attack Moses.
Like your sword, your one-handed. It's a one-handed sword, right?
It's a one-handed sword.
Yeah. That means that like you'd be pretty flexible on it. But I'd have a two-handed one, and my goal would be to at least chop one arm off. You know?
But you gotta aim for the kill because you don't want to let it last that long.
That's
The only thing is, Oscar's primary does have more length than your weapon.
I think it's because of that. that I
So
would
what you
see
want
an
to do
advantage.
is you're gonna want to get in quick and try and get in
While you have armor,
fast.
I'd still want to go in close combat with you because that would lead Oscar into it.
yeah, it would
Into the
lead me
fray.
into it.
And so he has to make a choice. Is he going to try to go after me?
Yeah, at that
Or
point,
is he
going to
try to go after you?
Because you'd have the deadliest weapon in my point of view.
Yeah, you're more of a threat.
But then this guy would come up from. I have a feeling that he'd use that to his advantage.
Oh, well, yeah.
So that's-
Like Michael feels more like an assassin who got brought into this,
yeah.
right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah, that's kind of like a.
Using like some backhanded tactics.
It's the
Like
only
as
way.
soon as the other two are engaged, he kind of slides back. And
Yeah.
Then he
I-
tries to get the guy who just moved past him.
See, with Thomas, I mean, yeah, my blade probably can get through his shield after a couple of whacks, but that takes time.
Yeah. Well,
And he's at
Oh, you're
we're
not
wasting.
going to get a couple. You're not gonna get a couple hits off.
while he's swinging
Exactly.
it.
There's no. There's point. It's pointless to start with him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already going to be like
He's got,
really
like, a
heavily
wall.
guarded. You got to get rid of the rest, and then you can probably ascertain those very weapons that the other guy has. So you got to think. You got to think that way. It's
Well,
like
I mean, that would be practical, but for the sake of argument,
right. We're not going to get there.
Yeah, we're not-
but that's
yeah,
my
that's
mindset.
true.
That's the
I get
guy's
it, I get
mindset.
it, yeah, I get it.
Okay. So
Okay.
so are we at secondary weapon, or do you want to say where your position's going to be at?
Yeah, what's your position, Thomas?
So at this point, I'm
If I had to
fighting.
measure up who looked the weakest.
I'm fighting Oscar and Michael at the same time now.
Yes.
Because I lured
Yeah,
So
him
you
in,
might as well
yes.
come in and try and kill me,
Finish him off.
unless I can pull off some really cool shit.
Well, we
Which
just
you probably could.
we,
It'd be
we
awesome.
would make
It's a
it to the
movie.
second. For the sake of argument, we would make
Like
it to
I
the
take
secondary.
Michael's sword,
I
hook
feel like I
bring
pick
it
up,
down.
I pick up on some auras here, and I feel like I'm not feeling Michael's at all. So I think I would try to take him out.
Wise
So I
choice.
rush in, shield drawn, sword out. You know, I try to bust some kind of like slide and like twist and duck under any like potential incoming blow and like try to take out your legs first. You know what I mean?
There you go.
He could probably bash me with the shield too.
But you have jujitsu, right? Is that no? Yeah. What was your fighting style?
it was
like
it was
a
kind of like
type of
Chinese
judo.
judo.
None
Yeah,
of
Chinese
that
judo.
matters.
But then that matters because I can't grab a hold of him because
Oh,
he's got the
that's
shield
true.
and blocking
But
me.
you still have flexibility.
You
to
can
like,
grab
move
the
from-
hold of a shield.
But at that point, I'm exposed by two other dudes. And
Wait, you had armor and you didn't have armor?
I do have
He
armor,
has
but
armor.
it's yeah, but it's like separated plating. Well, it's like separated rivets. It's more like so there's like heavy.
Wait, who had the chainmail?
Yeah.
Oh, Oscar.
Ah,
That's a chainmail.
Spears totally fuck up chainmail.
It's for speed.
Slashes are good with chainmail.
No.
since katanas aren't good for the straight ahead like stab, you know what I mean? I feel like I'd get some like swings off, but it'd probably like not penetrate your armor.
No, I just have that heavy. I have that heavy plated on the left side, which I probably would be using first, since it's not the dominant hand. And in the right, so I would protect the dominant hand by just lifting up my but I'm
the
not going
other
to
one.
expose it, of course. But,
Well,
but if something's going to take the blow, it's going to be that hand, the arm.
So I'm trying to come down right
Towards
here.
my clavicle or something
I'm
there,
trying
yeah.
to chop you down.
So I have to. I have
around your neck.
pauldrons. So
Well, it's just your shoulders, though.
that's
not-
true.
Yeah.
You have to be a really precise aim to get.
And the fact that you don't have shield.
I have chainmail though. Chainmail on the.
He does
on the
have
helmet.
on his left arm. He does have kind of like a steel plating that kind of goes all the way.
And I had
So
to,
if he can block and slide to try and deflect the blade, like that could work.
yeah.
Raise up his arm and try and deflect. But you're not stopping at that point. You know your sword's been deflected, so
You
all
can
these
just use your
movements
shield.
are going to be just like one after the other. And I'm just picturing a super cinematic badass. So no one's dying in one
Yeah, no
swing
one's
like
dying.
that would happen in real life.
No,
That's
no.
true.
This
Like
is
an accident kills someone, and
guys. We could go forever choreographing this fight. So why don't we just keep going and introduce either the secondary weapon or go straight to our handicaps and boosts that we planned out.
no, whatever you guys
Well,
want.
let me explain just the reason why I wouldn't go after
describe
Thomas.
your guys' okay, go on. Okay, so describe this, but then I want to hear your guys' attack on Moses and Moses' response to
The
this
only reason
attack.
I wouldn't attack you is because of that shield, and I feel that with my katana by itself, it would just be a waste of time. So I'd have to wait for the secondary because it has a hook, and I'd be able to like have a chance to pull that. Oh no, wait, he
Hey.
wouldn't have the shield. No, wait, he would have the shield.
You already
still,
lost. You can't plan for your secondary, Oscar. You got to assume that you're going to
That
finish
you're gonna
the
Win
job
with this one.
with your primary weapon.
Right? Yeah,
Unless you
so I wouldn't.
you toss your other one away because you want your other one.
You know,
I
the type
would-
of thinking, I could read that in your eyes.
I would
I
just-
sense weakness. And I change my answer. I feel like I'm going to attack Oscar first.
You could try. I'd jump on top of your shield like nothing.
This is getting good. All right, we're going to go with boosts and handicaps.
No. Describe how you guys are
Oh,
attacking Moses.
attacking Moses?
And
I
then I
thought we-
want to hear Moses'
Rebuttal.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous, badass way of taking you out.
Okay, let's picture the scenario. Okay, Oscar's trying to come to me. I go after Moses. That lures Oscar into the fight between me and Moses. Moses has to defend both of us.
Okay, but Oscar is coming for you,
Right.
and you've led to attack me.
Yes.
So what I would do is, as soon as you try and pull off a swing on me, I hook blade you, pull you down, and wait for Oscar to cut you.
Where would you? Nice. Where would you hook blade me on?
I hook blade your weapon,
Oh, who played the
and
weapon?
flourish it out of the way, step in close, and thrust my punch with the crescent blade into
With the
your
crescent
chest
blade.
to push you backwards into where Oscar.
That's assuming if I held the blade still. If I didn't just let go and fall back.
You can let go, but I can use two movements at once. I'm not limited to using one arm
Right,
at a
but
time.
but also distance.
Shaolin, yeah, I can jump into it. Assuming that you can do your footwork as fast as I can.
Right, exactly. I can scramble backwards.
So maybe you do scramble back.
But you get a shot at me,
I
for
get
sure.
a small shot that doesn't maybe do anything. You scramble back a bit because you're like, I gotta step back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I'm
all
like,
of a
oh,
sudden,
fuck. I'm
instead
exposed.
of facing you and you've gone to the side, Oscar's thrusting forward.
Right.
Which when he comes in with his katana that I'm assuming he's double-handing because,
Yes.
what's he gonna do?
Oscar can't come and I don't think he can bend.
Be a really easy person. As soon as he he thrusts with his katana, I feel like you can put your arm over it, like one of these, tuck your arm over the katana and twist it around, and even separate it from him.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of two blades on one. Especially ones that have hooks and guards.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a really powerful weapon.
Yeah, I can flourish, duel, slide his weapon, or let him make contact. Let him slide down to where the crescents are. Get stuck, right? He'll have to move just as quick as I move. But while he's trying to maneuver the blade or moving his hands or trying to do something different, at the same time I'm going back to his legs, which he only has chainmail with, and trying to pull into his Achilles tendon with the hook.
Hey, chainmail could be chopped through. I saw Braveheart.
Yeah, be with enough force,
Right.
But see, the minute I see Michael go down like that, I would not approach in the same manner. I can't.
Did Michael go
can't.
down?
Well,
Yeah, I
Michael's
would've-
not down.
I'm
He
down,
got
but I'm
hit,
scrambled back.
But he scrambled
but I
back
just
because
saw-
he's reassessing.
You would.
I just
scramble.
saw
I
when
was
that
scrambled back.
happened.
He's reassessing the situation.
Like Palpatine with Mace Windu.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hey, back!
Slither away like the
See,
snake
Thomas?
you are.
They're trying to take over. Moses is trying to take over.
Don't listen to him, boy.
The oppression of the Sith will never return.
Jesus.
You have lost.
Shout out for episode 3.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just this one time.
So gross.
Okay.
Icky.
Okay.
Anyway, like it's gonna be a badass battle.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
absolutely.
badass
It's gonna be real cool.
I mean, we're not all dipshits, you know. We actually
And
can
may I
assess the
posit,
situation.
at some point when they realize like we're all kind of, you know, we're getting our cuts in here and there, but it's almost like, oh, it's kind of an even match. It's pretty good, but crowd's getting a little bored with all these guys who are so good.
Yeah,
So then they bring in some centurions or something like, oh, thicken it up. Throw in some barbarians or something, right?
Why does the Emperor sitting there looking bored, and he's just gives the hand signal
Like, yeah, he gives that little hand thing.
Oh, okay, just continue.
Like, give me something more. Like, these guys are good, but whatever. And then all, you know,
Too good.
To add into the battle, barbarians brought from the north.
on fire.
Just a bunch of painted Germanic warriors come out, right, with
man.
clubs and axes.
They're all huge. They're
Yeah.
all 6'6",
Yeah, tall, tough guys.
250 pounds.
And they're all just, all of them are grouped. It's
Freaking
like 10 to
behemoths.
15 of them coming in, grouped to try and kill us, no matter which one they're closest to.
Oh man, see, this is where the camaraderie builds.
Yeah,
because
that's
we
where we-
gotta start.
Okay.
Yeah,
true.
there we go. We're going through layers here. So that's the movie.
There we go.
That's the movie
right there.
The Palaver Project, the movie.
Think about that. That's good. I'd watch that.
Oh,
I'd go
okay.
see that in theater.
This whole dumb audience thought
Looks
we were
like-
actually gonna kill each other too.
You were tricked.
We're so good that I think we do need those handicaps.
No. Now we're talking alternate universe.
Okay.
That thing I want to leave by. That's a good one. Like I like that. We're gonna go somewhere with that later.
Do you want? Okay.
You know what? I think in a future podcast we're gonna find out what happened to these guys.
Tell you why don't we leave it to a vote, and then we'll come back and finish it up and give them our ending.
Okay.
Are
We
you
can-
giving them a to be continued?
I think so. At this point, I think we've gone really long. I think we're gonna
probably.
be. We should wrap it up.
Yeah, we
And
should do a new one.
Let's hold off on the handicaps and the boost.
Okay.
Because I think we left on such a good note. I think
Okay,
that's
so,
true.
so they've released the barbarians
So this is the point where they release these Germanic barbarian guys.
and the
who are-
tigers.
Yeah, wolves. They have wolves at their command.
Can the bottom of the? Because I know sometimes in the Coliseum they had water inside, right? They used to fill it up with water.
Yeah, they had moving parts.
Could we have a kraken?
No.
Yeah, you said no fantasy.
No fantasy.
Pirates
That
of the
was you.
Caribbean.
You said we
True.
couldn't have any fantasy. I wanted fantasy.
Yeah.
My
Except
fault.
those wolves can spit fire, but no, your Kraken can't. come.
All right, no
We didn't
kraken.
want fantasy magic. Obviously, it was
True.
all fantasy, but we didn't want like
A giant
crazy-
squid exists.
Well, maybe it's just floundering around in there. It's not doing anything. People just like it. It's like Shamu.
Yeah.
It's a sideshow.
It's more just for looks.
They're just like, oh, that's so fucking cool. Look at those guys killing each other. It's for the kids. They have a glass bottom in the Coliseum. You
Look
put the
for
kids down
our
there.
Love it.
failed screenplay on the palaverproject.com.
Exactly. All right, folks.
It's gonna be definitely to be continued.
Guys,
To be continued.
To be continued.
Someone's
Dun,
going to
dun,
jack
dun.
this story for sure. They're like, I like it.
Copyrighted.
Make
look-
one of the characters black, and the other one a lesbian female, and we got something.
And the
Gold.
other one's ma'am. Ma'am.
All right, guys. Remember to rate and review the podcast, subscribe, and share the episode links. Help us keep the Palaver Project growing. Remember, we're on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean.
Well,
can-
iTunes and Apple Podcasts are the same thing. But
God, you think, right? But Apple Podcasts is like a separate app, and you can still go on iTunes and find us
Oh,
there.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never even knew.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
and our own Twitter and webpage.
I like that we're on Spotify, though.
Heck yeah.
I really like
makes it easy.
Spotify.
Very nice.
I like
Rate
Spotify.
the podcast.
Yes.
Rate
please
it.
do.
and review. Give us your thoughts.
Please. There will be a poll, guys. There will be a poll this week.
Hell yeah, there will be.
Let us
like
know
this
what
one.
character you like.
The last 2 weeks have felt like a pretty solid podcast. I don't want to point out any differences with the other ones, but I'm just saying it's had a good flow to it. So
Yeah, there's
far,
something
you know?
about it. Like,
There's
there's
something
this
different.
fourth
I don't know.
thing about it. I don't know what it is.
There's something magical about this place.
Yeah, I guess. All right, guys. For Thomas Rodriguez, Moses Alcacis, Oscar Sandoval, I'm Mike Rivera. As you were.